Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists.
Hello.
Hello. I'm sorry. I
Hi.
was waiting for you to say something else.
I'm adjusting. I don't like the symmetry of my shot here.
Oh,
How you doing,
I
Nicole?
thought it looks very symmetrical.
Yeah, full of oysters.
Full of oysters. Happy birthday to you, Nicole.
Birthday
Thank
oysters.
you. I'm 28.
Yay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a baby.
Still a baby. Still a
Still
wee
a baby.
baby.
Wee
A wee
baby.
baby.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm wearing a cardigan my mum got me from
I
the
love
calendar
it.
too. Isn't it cute?
It's very cute. It's like patchworky, but I love the
That's
colors. You
why
know how much
I like
love.
it.
I expect you to
Yeah.
say, off with his head!
One of my favorite characters. An icon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
An
It's very
icon.
red queen. Very red
Oh,
queen.
very Red Queen. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. I guess it is. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but I have
And
only
she's
been awake
a
for about
B
55
word
minutes,
like
so
me.
B-word.
So it works.
you're not a B word unless the
She
B is
can
for
be a B word.
beautiful.
Unless B is beautiful. I love that David's like, she can, and Evie's like, no, you're beautiful.
She can be. I can be. All right.
We all
be.
can.
That's
we all have a
awesome.
little bit of the B in us.
Thanks for the birthday wishes in the chat, guys. I appreciate it. I did some shopping. I ate some oysters. I bought some fan stuff for my favorite TV show and book. And I've got Canada Dry in honor of my favorite hockey show, gay hockey show. And I brought the cookies.
Oh, you brought the
I
cookies.
must show
Show
the
the
cookies.
camera.
Absolutely.
show
They're
the
Stargate
cookies.
cookies.
They are Stargate cookies.
Stepmoms are the best.
She made me like 30 cookies. I don't know what she expects me to do with all 30. I wish I
Aw.
could share it with you guys.
I really wish you could ship some of them, but they
I
would be no
know.
good by the time they got here.
Yeah,
Look at
they
how
are.
cute that is.
Oh, that is adorable. I appreciate that she's done the different colors in the water.
Yeah, that was.
It looks really
yeah.
cool.
It's not
Yeah.
water. It just looks like water. Don't mind me while I drink my protein shake. And wish that I was eating a Stargate cookie instead.
They're very good. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased.
Are
I
they
just
like
ate,
sugar cookies?
yeah, kinda, and but they've got like a cinnamoniness to them.
Really?
Yeah,
very
she got
wintry.
like she got a
Lovely.
cinnamony type mix, and I was like, oh yum. So that kind of cinnamon nutmeg kind
They're
of vibe.
perfect.
And then Faye made me a heated rivalry cake based on the hockey show I'm obsessed with. That is rose water and raspberry with white chocolate on the top. And she said,
Ooh, fancy.
yeah, and she said that the white chocolate on top was supposed to look like ice. It didn't look right, and I said it looks like something else.
Well, that still
and
works.
That I will not say. But and then and I went, it's on theme. Yeah, so I was like, it's on theme. It's fine. It looks good still, and it tasted delicious. So there we go.
She
That's my
made the cake
recap.
as well?
Yes, she did. She put a lot. So no,
Oh,
that was
very
Faye that made that,
clever.
and Katie made me
Yes.
the cookies.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
that's what I meant. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Faye made the cake as well as decorated it.
Nicole,
Yes.
it's your birthday,
Beautiful.
so let's see your bad example.
Oh, I get
first.
priority bad example.
Priority bad
Okay.
example, yes. It's a red letter.
Okay,
Red
what
Queen
do
Day.
you not get this?
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, you say that and then I just blank every time. Let's see
Wow.
it.
What's up?
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Oh, this is
Yeah,
amazing.
that's what it's
okay.
looking like.
Okay.
It actually looks like two gingerbread connected by a piece of string.
I
does.
can't draw, so that was the best I could do.
The only thing that I could think of was Thor's chariot.
Wow, this is going well for me. Then I'm very pleased.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Crystal Skull is what I'm thinking, but it's not.
No, I mean there's two doors, and there's Candy Mitch has said it Atlantis, and I'm yes. And Raj Luther went
Atlantis?
Sanctuary.
Okay, so it's
No.
Atlantis.
I think Candy Mitch has figured it out because she went it Atlantis Zelenka. So I think she's got it.
Zelenka.
Zelenka.
Zelenka. Why can't I remember that name?
Now don't look at the chat unless
I'm
you
not
want to be
looking at
told.
the chat.
But,
No, I'm
but
trying to figure
Anthony
this
has
out.
it,
I really want a shot at this thing first.
and Raj has it as well.
Just beholden
Oh,
my very
I
confused
got
face.
it. This is a good
Yeah.
one, Nicole.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so everyone in the chat got it. This is Adrift. This is Zelenka and Shepard going across the big cut
Yeah,
from the
throwing
asteroids,
him.
and he's throwing him across the
I
gap.
love that. Yes,
Yeah.
Really well done.
And they have a little string to keep the little rope to keep them
Ah,
together.
That is great.
Thank you. That took me
Well done.
45
yes, I like
seconds.
That a lot.
So there we go.
The
That
tasty
was-
gingerbread
Awesome.
man connected
Yeah.
by string.
You ready for
Love
mine?
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
Also, like what you said, proper Stargate cookies should taste like macaroons. Sorry. Yeah, no, not today.
Oh,
Macaroons are
coconut-flavoured.
okay.
Yeah,
know,
they're okay.
I'm from the South, but I'm not really crazy about them. All right, ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh my god. I think I know. I already know. This is great. This is
Okay,
fantastic.
I need to have another.
This is an
roll.
amazing. That took me all of 1 second
So
because that is a great
Nicole
drawing.
is really good about using like metaphor for her.
This isn't a
drawings.
metaphor. This is straight up a
I prefer
shot.
to use like
I'm assuming.
map view.
I want it noted that
Okay.
mine is a direct what's on the screen. So
Well done. Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
appreciate that. All I'm thinking is
Raj
that
has got
the
it.
picture that David's drawn kind of reminds me of Nicole because the image in the bottom right-hand corner looks like gas. Looks like a gas bubble.
It's a race ship.
it's a wraith ship. I know what this is. Should we just say what
I'm
it is?
sorry,
Yeah,
David.
go ahead.
This is Pegasus
must
Project.
obviously-
Yeah, Raj got it.
I must have gas on the mind.
So-
I knew it was Atlantis.
Yeah,
But
so
that's as
It's
far
not
as I got.
Atlantis. It is
You-
the Pegasus
you can-
Galaxy.
yeah, it's SG-1, but it's the Pegasus Galaxy.
Yeah.
I meant, yeah.
So it's the little nuke around the black hole when they're trying to dial
It's
the
about to
Ori
be.
Supergate.
Yeah, but what's this? What's this here? What is that?
Isn't that the little thing? The little nuke?
It's not a nuke.
Oh no, it's the
It's
the
a
gate
Stargate.
itself. It's the gate
Yeah.
itself. Yeah, on the thing. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
It's a
Yeah.
Stargate in. I
It's the
think a-
explosion. Sorry, I don't know why my
it's a
brain thought
s-
that.
I think it's a Milky Way Stargate that they brought with them.
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
about to be an explosion from the Ori. What do I thought it was new? I know it's an Ori gate. That's the whole point of the episode. The Ori ship. Idiot, Nicole. I've got
Should we-
oysters on the brain. Sorry.
Should we do
All
a third
good.
one, or should we leave
you have
one for
one?
another time? I do.
It's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
birthday.
Oh, you
Let's
did
give us
make one?
3.
Yeah,
Let's do
no,
I
3.
did make
absolutely. I
one,
didn't
yeah.
think you did. Oh, okay. All right.
No, I did, but
Yes,
I
let's
wasn't
do it.
sure if I was going to need it. But it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy.
It's not the point. Scroll down.
Oh, I love this episode. I know what this is. This is a great.
That's really good, Evie. What is it with you and these drawings?
What
do you
really
mean?
good.
They're really good.
That's a fantastic little
Sorry.
Polaroid.
Yeah, I love it.
Don't give
I'm
it
gonna
away by saying.
I'm not going to say who it
Polaroid.
is.
I'm not saying who it is.
Yeah.
It's a good episode. I mean, I like it. I don't know if people like it, but I like it.
I like it too. I just watched it the other day.
It's one of those episodes again where it's like, you know, people
Anthony's got
are.
it.
Yeah,
There it is, tabula rasa.
Tabula rasa.
I love the episodes where there's a potential outbreak or like the city's in lockdown. This is one of those rare episodes
Yes.
where an outbreak occurs or something occurs and the city doesn't go into panic mode,
Yes.
which is very cool.
What
so.
I wanted to draw was I wanted to draw Shepard in his like delirium getting out of the oh my god, getting out of the ship with Ronan, and Ronan's about to
Oh.
gather all of those weeds.
Yeah.
And he's just like, this doesn't seem right. And then he has to shoot him. I was going to do that, but I was like running out of time and it just
Yeah.
seemed
It
too intricate.
works.
So,
It
Well,
works.
trust him is cute. So that was cute.
There's a lot of fun ways to do this. Okay, so we are going to go into the mind of a small town Indiana barber. Joe
I
Spencer,
love this
who
episode.
sounds
Me too, actually.
mysteriously like Homer.
Particularly when he's going through the garbage outside.
Yeah,
his house.
and he's like, why? And he sounds exactly. That's when I clocked it. That's when I realized that's
no,
who
that's
it
not
was.
the no. When he's sobbing over Daniel's death.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
Yeah,
one we
yeah.
mean.
It's
Yeah,
when he does it,
when he's
he's
out,
like,
he's
why? He
outside
can't
with the
be dead. Why? You know, like
dead.
that.
Just like
Daniel's dead. It's like,
Yeah,
oh my
when
god,
he's
it's
in the- yeah.
Homer.
it's Homer.
It's the
Mhm.
wailing. It's the wailing.
It's the wailing.
Wah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, let's
Good times.
let's check in with Mr. Spencer and see how I'm not going to hide it. I love this episode. So
Yeah,
me too.
I think it's so much
It's a
fun.
good time.
Yes,
it's
it
a good
is.
time.
Yeah.
a
I'm
good
buying
time.
myself time as I pull up my episode file. Okay.
And actually, I want
Here
to
we
say that when Jeff was watching this,
Yes.
the Ritu like don't really get brought up, and then all of
No.
a sudden it got brought up in this episode, and he went, "Oh, that's me," and I was like, "Yeah, that is you."
Yeah, they do get a
Like
passing
verbally,
mention.
they mention it, and I was like,
They haven't
That's
been
fine.
mentioned, I think, since season 3. So.
exactly, which is why he was quite
Yes.
chuffed
Well,
that he got a little throwback.
There you
Yeah,
go.
they mention quite a few episodes that have been sort of like passed over, which
Yeah.
I think it's a cool salute. Yeah.
Evie, I love your outfit today. Those flowers look
Oh,
like
really?
they're popping off of your
Very-
outfit.
Yeah, you look very cute.
They
It's
really
actually-
do like
it's a
they're popping
jumpsuit.
off. Oh.
Yeah, it's
okay.
like a
The jumpsuit, even hotter.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I think
love
jumpsuits are
jumpsuits.
hot.
Take it
I have so
off.
many
Take it
of
all
them.
off. Okay.
Yeah.
All righty, guys. Here we go. Jeez.
Go.
Citizen Joe, join us. This is the NTSC version, which runs 43 minutes.
Yep.
And we are starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Nicole.
Hello.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And Yvie.
Hola.
Happy
Happy
on birthday.
birthday, Nicole.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And Jack's got, I'm sure he's got beer. You think he's got beer?
He
Oh, yes, 100%.
definitely
He
has
pulls it
beer
out.
in order to add to that
Ah,
world
there they
famous
are.
omelette. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's actually really a thing in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
It's called a miner's breakfast. So it's not like 100% a Jack invention. Also, we did just miss as well that he mentioned meeting with someone named Johnson from the CIA.
Kerry
So
Johnson.
that's
Yeah,
leading us into
yeah.
Kerry
Sure
Johnson's
is.
threads.
I caught that with my Sam and Jack brain the first time I watched it. But it was backwards for me because obviously on the DVD, Citizen Joe is after Threads, so that was really weird.
Yes. So we're meeting Joe Spencer, who's
Such
played
a
by
get.
Dan Castellaneta. I
Castellaneta.
hope I pronounce
Yeah.
it. Hope I pronounced that correctly.
Castellaneta.
So
You
Dan
just
is
rolled off.
obviously the voice of Homer Simpson,
Oh my
and Jack has
God.
been a devoted Simpsons fan throughout the series. So now we've got Homer's voice actor playing a devoted fan of Jack's in a certain way. Sorry, it's like the hero worship is flowing in the opposite direction. Also, this episode aired on Sky One back on January 18, 2005, which means that, like last week, we're watching it exactly 1 year to the date, which is cool. Not 1 year,
Seriously?
but exactly
Oh,
the
that's
same
right.
year.
We are
Yep.
continuing this. Okay.
Yep.
Well, we're about
correct.
to break that trend next week. Sorry, guys.
We are, yeah, I just thought of that. But anyway.
So,
So-
do your notes factor in a certain animated convention appearance?
Absolutely.
Okay, very
So RDA's love of The Simpsons apparently led to an invitation to a table read where he befriended Dan, and then that friendship led to his guest appearance, which later led to RDA voicing himself in The Simpsons episode Kiss Kiss Bang Bangalore
Yep.
in 2006, where he's
Richard Dean
abducted by
Anderson.
MacGyver superfans at a Stargate convention, and I think at a 2023 Prague Comic-Con, RDA confirmed, not 2023, doesn't make any sense. At a Prague Comic-Con, RDA confirmed that Dan was invited him as a guest star.
Didn't Patty and Selma capture him?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah, just not any typical MacGyver fans.
No, just the number one MacGyver fans.
Oh,
Bar two.
I love those two. So there's a cameo with Bruce Washington there in the
There
blue
is.
jacket and flannel
Yes.
shirt. So
Yes.
lead.
He's holding the cash, isn't he?
yeah.
Yes.
And look at the Avenger comic.
Yes. I was going to mention that too. So
go.
it's the same comic that appeared in Avenger 2.0. And I think also Lieutenant Ford has one in his quarters in Atlantis in The Gift.
So is Jack filing his mission report and he's getting this?
Yes.
He has
so
to.
he's
Yeah,
filing his
he's
mission
remembering.
reports, and apparently it's the episodes that I didn't even realize this until I was researching, but the episodes that Joe sees are supposed to be in chronological order.
That's it.
I never noticed that either, actually. That's crazy.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he's
he
seeing
moves
them
forward in
as
time.
he's
Yeah.
as he's submitting his reports, as he's
Yeah.
writing his reports.
It's
And
like a
apparently
fan.
Exactly. The date apparently doesn't quite match up throughout this episode.
Well,
So it showed August 1997, which doesn't quite align with the series timeline, but the calendar's probably just unreliable.
they got close.
Yeah. So I didn't put this together, but this gentleman who plays Fred, the car salesman, is Eric Keenlyside, and he actually plays Belle's father in Once Upon a Time. So he had some very memorable scenes with Robert Carlyle,
Okay.
and his Australian accent in that show is actually very convincing. And apparently it's because Eric spent quite a bit of time in Brisbane, in Australia. And also continuing the Stargate connections, he did actually recently appear in 3 episodes of Happy Face, and he played the father of Patrick Gilmore's character.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Oh, Canada. Oh,
Yeah.
Canada.
Did you see the shadow of Joe, the name cast on the wall there? Yeah,
No,
okay,
I
here we go.
didn't.
Yeah, he's definitely moving through the mission reports.
You know, it's really good that in like the early days he didn't realize this was legit because like the apocalypse was inbound, and luckily he was like, "Oh, maybe I'm just seeing stuff. It's fine. Don't worry about it."
No, it's after the fact.
Yeah,
It's after the fact.
until he starts believing it to be true.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true too.
And that the world
for
is
a
actually
while-
ending. Yeah.
For a while,
I think
he's
the
quite
only
chill
one
about it.
that's happening when it's happening is the
Antarctica.
battle over
Antarctica.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. They're
Yeah.
fighting right now. Yeah.
Well, because he's seeing the life of Jack through his eyes at those moments, but then the reason the mission reports kind of help him out is because it's like he recaps it for him again in the form of the reports and
Yes.
helps him write his scripts. So not script stories. So
I
this
need
is-
to reach out to this actress. I would love to have
she's
her on.
lovely. This is a great episode.
Deborah Thika, I
Yeah.
think her name is.
Yeah.
So she actually hasn't had any acting credits since about 2020, but her last acting credit, according to IMDb, it was a show called The Salon about a hairdresser. So the coincidences are kind of funny.
Nicole, do you recognize this young man from The Plan?
Oh my goodness!
Magellan.
I was trying to be like, "Where's that cute
Yeah.
kid from that I've seen?" Oh,
Yeah.
His
Yeah,
name
he
is
doesn't
Alex
get-
Ferris.
Yeah, he doesn't get stabbed in this one. So.
nice.
Oh, the poor kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I
It took
think
me
he's
years to
also
watch The
stepped
Plan.
away from acting since filming this. He did acting up until a couple of years ago, I think.
Okay.
And for the record, just to put this into perspective for everybody, because Nicole's birthday is today, that actor is only 8 months older than Nicole.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, that means that when he filmed that episode in season 8, just remember that I was 8 months younger than that. So that's how small I was when I was watching Stargate.
Mhm. Teeny tiny.
Itty bitty Nicole.
And
Yep.
his character's name
Insufferable
is
itty bitty
Andy.
Nicole. Yes.
And I assume it's after Andy Makita because he directed
I
this
suspect
episode.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he directed both episodes we're watching today. He also directed Before I Sleep.
Good episodes. I miss
that's right.
Daniel's 90s hair. He was so cute with all that like puffy hair. I love it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of hair, it's weird
That's
seeing Jack
it.
with different hair.
I
Just
don't
embrace the grey.
I don't know if I could bring myself to claim that these were mine. I wouldn't know what was happening, but I don't know if I could bring myself to say that they were that they were my
stories?
original thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
he
mean, the thing
kind
is,
of
you assume it is your
doesn't.
original thought
Yeah.
sometimes. Like some authors say that like this stuff comes to me in like this situation, and it's so inspired by like other people's art anyway that it is very like tricky.
Mm.
That's
But
fair, but
don't-
he handled this thing and it switched on. So
Yeah.
you know,
He does trip up a few times in his speech where he says, "We'll see what happens," and then he goes, "Oh, I mean, I'll write a story
I'll write
about
it.
it."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have to hang a lantern on that. That makes sense. We'll see what happens. Just like, you know, if he's just like any writer would claim to be receiving information from somewhere else, we'll see what happens. It'll come to me.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
So when I
But I love
initially
this
watched-
this comment here. It's just she's now being like
Yeah.
another perspective from the audience. It's like
It's
yeah.
very meta. There's just
Uh-huh.
parts of
It
this
is a
episode
very
it's a
that
very
are
meta
meta
so
episode.
meta.
Yes.
when I first watched this episode as a kid, I remember I think I was about like 8 or 9 by this point. I looked at this episode and I was like, wow, this is kind of weird. Like, where is SG-1? Like, what is going on? Why am I
Yeah.
following this guy that doesn't matter? I think the thing that helped me kind of like solidify it in my mind and like be comfortable with it is the fact that we see the beginning with Jack and
Yes.
Joe. If they had just started it with just Joe, I would not have been okay with it. I would have been like, what is this?
No, that's fair. So this is Louis Chirillo and Chad Krawchuk, who play Bert and Gordy respectively. And
Yep.
Chad actually returned to the franchise in the SGU episode Human as one of Rush's students. And he also
right.
had a recurring role on Brad Wright's Travelers. So I think both have also stepped away from acting.
Every time I see him, I think of John Lennox.
Hmm.
John
I don't know.
Lennox,
John
really?
Lennox, the producer. Every time I see him, just a blonde John
Oh.
Lennox. I don't know why, but I can't shake it.
Oh,
I love the racer.
the razor.
Brilliant.
Oh, the
Everyone's
straight
getting a
razor.
bit nervous.
That is a very dangerous weapon. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna.
I think it's kind of interesting that he raises the newspaper to escape the conversation because the back page is full of really mundane local headlines.
Yep.
Something about a festival organizing games for cash, county tax increases. And I think it's like a nice visual contrast because you've got Joe talking about this crazy intergalactic war and alien symbiotes, and Bert would rather read about fishing restrictions. So it's like small
Yeah.
town life continuing undisturbed while the universe apparently burns.
That's it. No
Yeah.
headless alien found in topless bar.
No.
Yes, no, there wasn't any crazy headings
That
like
was
that.
so good. I'm going to be crass for a second here. So Joseph Malazzi went through a period of extraordinary blog titles one time, and he once wrote as a blog title, "Man bequeaths fortune to dog, dog blows it on coke and whores." And
Oh
it's
my
just,
God.
like,
Wow.
you know, I mean, it's like that is cut
Creative.
from the same cloth as headless alien found in topless bar.
Yes,
So.
yes. I also loved how Joe emphasized the spelling of O'Neill's name.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's meta. Hoosiers, that's it.
Yeah,
Who's
so
your daddy?
the Indiana Hoosiers wallpaper. So
Yes.
that's likely a connection to Close Encounters because the whole premise is very close to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So both of them feature ordinary Indiana family men whose obsession with inexplicable visions destroys their relationships. So yeah,
That's
I
it.
think
So
that's
I've got two
connection
little
there.
things here, which is simply that I hadn't seen Family by this point because obviously I watched it in a weird order. So when he's like bums and rags teeth,
Explosive
I was
teeth.
like, excuse me, what
Yeah.
happened in season 2?
Yeah.
And on top of that, for that scene, his entire room is covered in like space stuff. Do you think that
is.
he was into space stuff beforehand, or his dad's stories influenced
I think he's
his
influencing him.
things? I think so
Possibly
as well. Yeah.
influencing. I mean, this would have been quite early on, but yeah, possibly influencing because he's very into the story.
He is.
Yeah.
So it would
That's
make
it.
sense to then inspire an interest in space.
MP6,
I also saw a lot of similarities in Charlie's room.
That's
Yeah.
it. MP 6003 asked, why didn't the stone affect the person that hosted the garage sale? And Dan
Ancient
Ben
Gene.
said, yeah,
No,
Ancient
Ancient
Gene.
Gene.
Yeah, he needed to activate it.
Yeah. Also, guys, I didn't mention this earlier. I did not realize the whole symbolism behind Joe being a barber because it's a clip show
That's
where
correct.
they used trimmed footage.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
So that's why he's been made a barber.
I'm going to be
It's so
perfectly
clever.
honest and admit that it did not occur to me until just now. So thank you, Yvie.
I will also say that as well, Yvie.
Yeah. So,
you
Yvie,
putting that
thank
to greater
you.
use.
Isn't
Yeah.
that fantastic?
That
when
is
I
amazing.
read that, I was like, of course, it's all fitting in. That's just perfect.
Neither of these guys do anything except sweep and read.
Yeah.
And he's
It
got some
doesn't
work
seem
on
like
this
a
guy.
very busy barbershop. Yeah.
It does not. Wow, there we go.
Jed Ted said BSG the plan. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica the plan is where the kid
Correct.
featured. Yes. Yes.
Yep. He's in a thread through the whole film.
And David, you just made a short about this, didn't you?
I did indeed.
Yeah, this is a good episode. Shut up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go. This is a big moment. Those older clone models, they're just so slow.
They are.
So this puppet was actually taken from Outer Limits, I believe.
Brilliant.
Yes, I think the original one definitely was, and they tried to make it look less scary from memory.
That's it.
Lockwell just said the living room was a Dead Like Me set that they redressed as well. Look at us reusing things from the industry.
Oh, that was very much
Reuse,
the case.
recycle.
Yeah, the I think the diner as well was from Dead Like Me, if I'm not mistaken.
good. Yeah. I mean,
That's
you know,
coming up
why
here
waste
soon.
it?
That's
Save
it.
some
Yeah,
money.
if it's there, reuse it.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
The Tetris.
Yes.
I love the way he says it.
Bit of an awkward handshake.
Ah, the
I love
furlings.
Doing what you
this,
can
the
with what you got.
furlings.
Ha.
So this name obviously prompted years of debate about,
Yeah.
whether they might be furry. And Joe confidently promises they'll show up eventually, and they do kind of a version, I guess, or an imagining
Ewok
of
version,
them
yeah.
in 200.
Very satisfying nod, in my opinion, in 200.
Mm. I love
He's
this little
more
family.
little than I would expect to be mowing a lawn. I didn't start
That's what
mowing
I
until I
thought.
was 11. He's got to be like
Unless-
9, 8.
Unless it was a manual, like an old school mower, it doesn't actually have a motor on it. It's just a push thing.
Oh, okay. You're saying that you push it and it spins. Yeah,
Yes.
it could be.
Because otherwise, I meant you wouldn't really want a kid that age walking a dog,
No.
let alone pushing a really heavy lawnmower with
Yeah,
blades and
fuel
motor
and yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Oh, here we go. Starting to get some pushback.
Yeah. Also, Charlene mentions Marjorie and Lenny, who
Yes.
don't like his stories, so that's also connected to The Simpsons.
I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh, I knew that
I've
one.
never thought of that.
Yeah. I hate her cabinets. They need doors that conceal what's behind them. I'm sorry, but her kitchen looks like a mess.
Yeah, glass cabinets
even
are not
though
for me.
everything
you're
is
right.
put in its place. It's all like, bleh.
No, you're right. You're
Aw.
right. It's disgusting.
I think the mismatch mugs made them look more
They're cute. Yes.
relatable, because all my mugs
Yes.
are mismatched.
Oh, sure,
Yes,
absolutely.
but cover them up with
Exactly.
with a actual panel and not glass.
That's it. I mean, Will
I don't
Smith
mind
says
the
it
glass.
in Men in Black. You need to get someone in here to fix this place up because, damn. So,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. I want to
it's
rewatch
so
it now.
good.
It is so good.
we may have to add one of those to the rewatch.
Oh, that's a great idea. We haven't done something like quite funny in a while.
No. But we're going to do Arrival, and I think we're going to do
Yes.
Annihilation, which are
Yes.
two head splitters.
Yeah. And then we could take a break with Men in Black.
That's it.
Yes,
good
that's
idea.
going to be a long way down
Well,
the line.
we
That's
did
gonna be like
Galaxy
a year
Quest,
down
keep
the
in
line.
mind. So,
Yeah.
We did,
One-
and we did
one
Inner
happy one.
Space.
Oh,
which
Stardust.
Is a bit
No,
silly.
Yep.
we lied.
And
Stardust,
and
Inner Space.
Stardust.
Yeah,
Galaxy
we've done
Quest, yeah.
some. Mhm.
We've done a couple.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to stay married to this man anymore.
Yeah, oof. If I don't get enough sleep, my IBS is like, meh. So I'd be in
actually,
bed no
mine
matter what's
too.
keeping me up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been sleeping well in a long time.
Mm.
Oh, David. You're a very busy
Ooh.
boy. Ew.
Yeah, I was about to say
One
ew.
last
Ew.
time.
Don't need to do this again.
She held her stomach, feeling that she was pregnant, but alas, it was only
'Twas IBS.
gas.
Maybe she didn't sleep well the night before either, Nicole.
Yeah.
So IBS was acting up.
Exactly.
No sequel for you.
I love that. No sequel for you. You come back 1 year.
No more soup for you.
I was trying to figure out if any of the pictures were like members of the cast and crew, but I don't think they are.
I've been poking around at them. No, it's pretty stock shots.
Because that would be cool to use like some of their headshots
They often do.
and turn them into black and white.
So the last one I can
Also,
think of
this
is
is-
John Smith in the Inside Access scene.
Yes, that's right, as the reporter.
That's it.
So this is a very specific goof for very eagle-eyed fans, but apparently Calvin, the mail carrier, wears a uniform with post office delivery branding rather than USPS, yet the mailbox outside has the official USPS logo.
Oh my goodness, wormhole
So
extreme.
specific.
It's the way that he's
Yes.
like,
That's
they're stealing my
right.
idea, and it's like, honey, no, but damn, is it good?
Well, obviously
No.
he doesn't know that Martin Lloyd
It's
had
another
direct
bald guy.
experience with SG-1,
Yeah.
but forgot due to
That's
the
it.
memory suppressing drugs. So they're both pulling from the same source without knowing it. And I think
Look at his
Amazing.
reaction. He's so offended. There's Andy
Yes.
Makita right there.
Yes. And Andy has a line about there's no original thought. And I think it's meant as like teenage sarcasm, but he's kind of unknowingly right because his father isn't really having original thoughts. He's receiving
Exactly
transmissions,
right.
if you will,
Yeah.
from a general in Colorado.
Now, did you notice that Joe is really emphasizing the gut with the wife beater?
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
Homer
right.
Simpson reference.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Why didn't I realize that? Yeah, absolutely.
It's all right. We're here for each other. Go to your happy place. Man, this guy is in here all the friggin' time.
He's one loyal customer.
He sure is. I appreciate the consistency. Like we're moving forward, and
Yeah.
seeing a
Yeah.
specific slice of the clientele.
It's probably
Um,
not that often. He probably goes like every 3 months.
It hits just like
Hits
O'Neill
Paris.
said. Yeah.
Fail safe. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And you know
Jack's
what
line of
movie
fail-safe.
he was referencing there?
Not Independence Day.
Armageddon.
Armageddon, yeah.
Oh, Armageddon.
Yeah, there's a scene
Took me a
where
second.
one piece of the early portion of the asteroid hits. See, here we go. This is why I love this episode, because they're taking Kinsey's stance generally in the clip shows of like,
Mhm.
okay, these people just cannot be this real. And, then Hammond's like, well, they seem to beat the odds. But now we've got civilians who are now balancing that out. Here we go.
Just not
A reference to
not interested in
where
golf.
most of the stories were conceived from Stargate, on the golf
Brilliant.
course.
Ah,
And if you played
that
golf,
makes sense.
you were much more likely to have an opportunity to get a story in because they were just out there all the time golfing. Oh, here we go.
So I actually appreciate what the writers have done here with the Charlene's critique of Joe's stories. It's kind of
Yeah.
like the writers holding up a mirror to their own work, because she voices real fan sentiment about the show's,
Yes,
like
legitimately
middle
does.
seasons,
Yep.
with like the Holiday, the Light, and the Sentinel as small missteps.
Yeah.
And even I think Seth got mocked earlier. So
And Hathor.
yeah, yes, and Hathor. Yep.
Yeah. Just like Stephen King, you only need one yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They work for you. What else are they going to say?
So Dan is a very hairy man.
That's it.
Yeah, those are below mid episodes.
Yes.
I like them.
Are they getting better, aren't they?
I'm
Hey,
not
season
marrying
7 is
Charlene
peak.
anytime soon.
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, if Joe
There you
realized
go,
that they
team
weren't great
interaction.
stories, he should have encouraged her to read something more exciting.
Mm.
So this is a really interesting lens you could look through fandom and OCDing on Stargate,
Mm.
because anything that you access and spend too much time with can destroy you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have
And-
to eventually learn to like let go of stuff. Stargate's the one thing I never let go of, but it was like a steady progression and a steady obsession instead of like I couldn't consume it all at once, so I couldn't become too obnoxious with it.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, my husband is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
But it's scary. It's so
I
unique.
would
I've never
be
seen an
legitimately
episode.
concerned now.
Yeah.
I'd be more
I'm-
concerned like Charlene is when he in
Yeah.
the kitchen in just a second, where
Yep.
he kind of just
In the
blanks
bin.
out.
Yeah. I think that there's so many times that TV shows get meta, and literally nothing. I don't think there's ever been anything like this on TV before, done this way. This is insane, and I'm obsessed with it.
Mhm.
At least not what I've seen. So
This is also another Close Encounters reference. Yeah. Except he's not, turning breakfast into a monolith out of the Midwest.
This
very
is
scary.
too real. Yeah, he's like horror movie.
Remy Dodoso. Dan Ben, what is Dead Like Me? It was another MGM series that was in production at Bridge Studios at about this time.
Yep.
made by a former Star Trek Voyager writer. There we go. Oh, she threw it
This
away.
is where he sounds so much like Homer.
Yeah, this is the moment.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
But it's also the emotional core of this episode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I think it's really when Joe starts thinking that these are real. And somehow, even though he sounds exactly like Homer, it kind of makes the grief land harder. I don't know why. I think it's
Oh
just
my
the
god,
performance.
it's so, oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Oh my
This is
goodness,
so good.
yeah.
It is good. And the neighbor,
Yeah.
because the neighbor sees him twice. The neighbor also sees when Charlene leaves.
Yeah, he's like, wow, what happened in the house, man? That house is
Yeah.
cuckoo.
This guy's life is falling apart.
Oof.
Ugh.
I love that he's like depressed about it now. It's wow.
Well, he's doing what a lot
Yeah.
of us did. When
Yeah.
Brad Wright announced that at GateCon 2001, there were sobs in the audience.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely been like this. I think there was a couple deaths on like the Vampire Diaries where like I was like nobody talked to me for a couple days. Actually, when I finished Battlestar after watching it all in like 6 days, I went to school that day completely like silent. I had my headphones in. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was like in mourning. I couldn't
Mhm.
believe how upset I was.
Well, that's some pretty intense TV to watch in such a short space of time.
Yeah, I was 15 and really
Yeah.
going through it. My hormones were all over the gaff.
Mhm.
All over the gaff.
All over the gaff.
Love that. Oh, I love how he mentions Armin Selig, because that's like a big throwback to Secrets.
Absolutely. Here we go. Yeah, we've been he's been pulling in a lot more information than we've been seeing.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
all
one
just
of
think it's
Kinsey's
crazy.
goons took him out. We never knew for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he suggests it was the Trust, so
Yep. Corey's just gonna keep on sweeping.
yeah, and he's put his headphones on so he can't hear anymore.
That's right.
Oh, his reaction about Daniel. And it's not even Daniel being alive, it's just Daniel reappearing in his ascended form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like,
He
it's the
persists.
most excited. It's the most excited I've ever seen a character being about a character returning. It's very cute. But, then it comes crashing down in the next scene with the collapse of his marriage.
That's it. Well, not yet. They're no longer living together for sure, but it's only, at the end of the episode where she's like, I want a divorce.
Yeah. Well, this is where she's packing up to leave. So, but this episode, we're watching it with subtitles, and Charlene is spelt with an S
Yes.
for Sierra, but I'm pretty sure it's spelt with a C,
Correct.
as in C for Charlie. And I was wondering if they deliberately chose the name Charlene because of its similarities to Charlie, because it's like Joe is also losing his Charlie.
Interesting. It's possible.
Interesting
Yeah.
observation. Yes. Yes. Putting that degree to use again. Love it. Love it.
Goodbye, Joe. Until later.
Mm.
Here we go again.
I just want to say though, I think she's such a wonderful person. She's really put up with a lot and really
Yeah.
tried with him, and
She
and
has,
she's
Two
been
and
so
years
patient.
before she wants a divorce. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this would have been several years. What we're thinking, what would be 5 years if Daniel's
Correct.
just descended. So
Yeah. Almost
Yes,
5
long time.
years.
Yeah.
Do we ever find out how he got Jack's address?
I think he's just. Oh no.
I mean, he kind of knows where he lives anyway, so he probably like looked up the phone book, stuff. Tried to like figure it out, get more information on him,
Yeah.
and then eventually just went and just used his eyes because he kind of knew the general direction.
Okay, so here's my degree again coming into play. So I noticed the poker chip caddy sitting in the middle of the table. And I like to think that it's a subtle but clever bit of set dressing. You know, Joe is gambling with his job, his marriage, and his sanity.
Brilliant. Yep.
Who do you think this is? Vince Gilligan?
Yeah.
The Piggly
Is anyone
Wiggly.
else kind of bothered by the fact that Jack has been seeing the life of Joe for all these years and like it's not even come up or been a problem? Like I've always been like,
love that.
how is he supposed to focus on like work when he's seeing this man's
He finds
life in
it
his eyes?
relaxing.
I have
like
maintained,
he says at the end.
as
I
I,
think it's
do
a risk.
here, that
it's
with
a risk.
whatever is going on in Rick's head as well as Jack's head, it is 2D animated. So no, I think that that's perfectly normal.
Is it The Simpsons or Family Guy where it's like, oh yeah, nothing going on up here in my head, and then it cuts to like inside the brain, and it's a monkey, electric little like wind up monkey thing slamming to
I
I think
so
that's
The
a
Simpsons.
Simpsons reference.
Or
Yeah.
was it The Simpsons? That's what I
Yeah, that's
imagine is going on
Homer.
in Jack's head.
Yeah.
Homer
Yeah.
they routinely cut to the top of Homer's head when he's talking to himself. So
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh, it's
imagine
just
that
money.
sequence.
Money can
as
buy
Jack.
mini peanuts. Explain how. Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Yes. See,
Oh,
like
this is
imagine him
great.
sitting there doing that and then seeing Joe.
Just
like,
insane.
but he's seeing Joe like this in front of his TV, you know?
Mhm.
Like that's mental.
That's true. Yeah.
It's just so far-fetched that that's my only issue with
It's
this.
TV dinner.
Is that how are you supposed to focus on shooting bad guys and dealing with, you know, all this drama when you're seeing a barber's life in your eyes?
That's it.
I think
weird.
it's only in close proximity to the stone, so it's only when he's at Stargate Command.
So like when he's on
That's
Earth and he's
correct.
having to do
When
that
he's
as well, though,
filing
'cause
his
they
mission
do
reports.
they do
Yeah.
off-base stuff as well, though. So it's like on Earth. So it's like meh.
So I think he'd have to be in close proximity.
Like that in particular, the Telcheck device situation in season 7, he would have been on Earth. So, but if it's a stone, then yeah. Interesting.
So just as he doesn't even necessarily have to be on the base, he just has to be near Earth for the stone to resonate with him.
Mm.
Maybe.
Well, he's
Yeah.
perceiving
I feel like it was
Antarctica.
it was never fully
Yeah,
exactly.
true.
It was never like
Okay, yeah.
fully explained. I don't know. And so you're saying
So-
it's like the mission reports, but I feel like he isn't just seeing the mission reports, he's seeing other bits, but I don't know.
Mm. So there's actually a black GMC vehicle parked in the background, and it's actually the same one that Jack arrives in during the final scene. So it could be the production just didn't move the car between shots, or
Yeah,
it could be
that's what I
evidence that the military was already monitoring Joe
already
Yeah.
monitoring him.
before he broke into Jack's house. And I think it makes sense because a man sending hundreds of letters to the Air Force about classified operations mentioning the Stargate by name would get their attention.
You know what, Evie? I go with the first one of like, yeah, they just didn't move it and they decided to change
Yeah.
some of their clothes and just
Probably
continue
something
shooting.
simple.
But
Yeah.
a new
Russian
theory,
sub.
little addition, is so interesting. I love that. I'm gonna run with that.
He also mentions it's a bit of a factual error, and I think Gateworld caught this originally. So he mentions a Russian submarine sinking connected to Anubis's ship crashing, but that submarine incident was actually connected to Thor's ship, the Ballista, in Nemesis Small Victories.
Well,
Yeah.
what was the excuse then for the mothership going down in descent? There wasn't a cover story for that?
Yeah, they
It had
could have
to have been
reused the
something.
Russian sub excuse a few times.
Yeah, because that was
yeah.
a big splashdown.
That's true.
Oh boy,
Also,
here we go.
Joe just a second ago said that Jack was the head of the SGC, but now he's talking about the battle over Antarctica, which doesn't quite make
Yeah.
sense because Jack wasn't actually
yet.
in charge at that
Not until
point, and he was
we're-
also about to go into stasis.
That's it. Not until
So
it was
the
unfrozen.
timeline's getting like a little bit wobbly.
Well, you know what? You gotta buy it.
You
Yeah.
do. Wobbly or not.
Yeah, you know what? She's like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm out
you
of here.
haven't changed, my friend.
Yeah, if I see you next time and you're a host, one of us will, bow to the other.
Mm.
Oh, there we go.
I actually love that these Reaper
Brothers
guys are called
Grimm.
Brothers Grimm. I think it's like kind of a nod to Joe's story blurring the lines between fantasy and reality. And just like old fairy tales, his visions are wild and like unbelievable.
Man,
but I
you
think
are
there's
going
sort of a
really
real life
meta.
message buried in
Yeah.
all the chaos.
And the
now his
roof
personal
needs
fairy
repair,
tale.
just like his life, it needs repair.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And like his personal fairy tale is definitely taking a turn for the grim. So, and also the for sale sign was the same prop from Threads, but it just had flyers stuck to it.
Nice.
Before you get hurt.
I actually like the tone in Jack's voice. Mine is. I don't know why.
Mine is, yeah.
Is it one of Andy's toys?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Probably.
He said it's a toy, so I'm assuming it's literally his son's. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Mm.
It's getting more personal.
See, now he's like a little bit, oh,
I think the Simpsons clinches it, and Mary Steenburgen.
Yes. And the fact that he's a terrible ping pong player, but Jack's in denial.
I love the Simpsons reference itself.
Yes.
The color peridot.
yeah.
But then it's like there's bits that he's reciting that surely wouldn't have been in mission reports. Like Jack's not
That's
going
what
to
I'm
say my
saying.
favorite color is peridot. Yeah, you're right.
That's what I've been. He's been watching his whole life through his eyes. He's not just seeing his mission reports.
Yeah, but he was also on Earth at that time.
Yeah, that was like the clearest.
They're very
time.
deliberate about when they brought stuff up that may not have been in the mission report that Joe still would have been aware of, because when Jack was on Earth being chased by Emmett, that was near the stuff.
Yeah. So I guess
when Jack's at home watching The Simpsons, right? He's probably seeing that.
They really thought it through. Burns as Goa'uld.
oh, my favorite line. My favorite line.
You know. Oh God.
Shh. He's got way too much.
My favorite show's on.
Right?
Now I want to know how he knows that though. Like, do you think that like how would Joe know? Because Jack wouldn't sit there and say to himself, "Oh yeah, I really like her," you know, like, and it wouldn't come out in the mission reports properly. So, oh no, I think it would have come up. Maybe he would have witnessed Divide and Conquer.
He's just read between the lines.
That's right.
Yeah, he would have witnessed Divide and Conquer through his own eyes.
Or Jack talks in his sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I love this. This is so good.
This is the last
Joe is
mention
the
as
fan.
well.
Yeah.
You belong here with SG-1.
Oh, here we go.
Jack.
Great joke. Broken Heroes.
Second week in a row.
Alarm. Thinking dog.
Just try looking
He
at that
doesn't
door.
lock it.
Amazing. Yeah.
I love how Jack just looks straight through Joe.
I do honestly think that their chemistry just gets better and better, because obviously as the actors got more comfortable in the roles and they all knew their characters so well that
This is my favorite
so charming.
moment in the whole
It's
episode.
so cute.
I love it so much. I don't know why. It makes me laugh every time.
Yeah.
I think I just wasn't expecting it, and just the effortlessness in him just doing the Jafar handshake. So good.
To think that he could actually use
Brilliant.
the defense platform.
The way Teal'c's like, what?
Get Indiana
Teal'c's
on the
panic.
phone. We're calling a barber to use the ancient defense platform.
Yeah. Send him to Atlantis on the Daedalus.
Well, the chair's not dissimilar to a barber's chair.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It goes up and down and spins.
It goes up and down. Yeah, exactly.
I like that Teal'c's not really doing much in the scene except sitting there and judging the situation. Like, he just looked at Joe there with very seriousness, and then a second ago looked with some slight panic about Joe being in the chair. So it's like, all right.
I also
We haven't
love that Joe
acknowledged-
brings up the gold thing.
Mm.
Yes, absolutely. That's it.
It used to be more gold colored.
And eyeliner.
And he goes
Yeah.
to answer, and then they cut it because they never explain it, do they?
No.
You just assume it's got to do with his symbiote.
I'm really glad that they did that, because it's so funny that Teal'c was going to explain why his makeup routine changed.
And I believe these communication stones return for Avalon, and then obviously
Correct.
it becomes a
Yes,
central part
oh,
to
Vala.
the
Yes.
universe.
Now look at this. Now this is
The wig?
Yeah.
a lost scene that is inserted into this episode, and Jack's hair is a little bit darker.
Daniels has a little bit longer.
And Daniel's wearing a wig.
Obviously, yeah. And Daniel's much more naive.
Yes, true. So I had someone online said that it probably places the episode somewhere between the Serpent Slayer and Family.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, is that the only time that we see a flashback that far?
Yeah.
It's a real non sequitur.
It's so weird that they flashed it back that far, that hard. Like, it's so weird to me because I'm like, Stargate never does this because it doesn't really need to. So it's like, damn.
But it had to in this situation. Or
Yeah. See, we're in season 8. Look at all the things we're getting to do because the show was allowed to cook for this long. I love it.
Here we go. We have to unpack this thing properly, folks. Keep going.
Yeah.
That's it.
Most of it. Okay, not all of it.
Yeah. Do you think Jack ever took the stone with him?
Nah.
No,
He didn't know what it was.
He would have taken it off base.
Yeah, he only touched it that once.
Yeah.
It was just in a drawer, and it was just resonating with him nearby, which is why he got snapshots.
Here we go.
I love this. This Trinity's no
This is mad.
This was a great twist. It's like, oh, by the way, bowling.
But the thing is, right, if Jack was seeing Joe's life and Joe's a barber standing in front of a mirror all day, why didn't he recognize him?
That's what I always wondered. That was my biggest beef with the episode.
That's a really good point.
Yeah,
it is a good question.
My excuse was always that Jack probably just thought that he was just a bit off in the head whenever that happened.
Maybe.
And then when he saw Joey, he was like, nah, I'm just a little bit. It's nah. That was probably what Jack thought. I love this.
He found it relaxing.
So crazy up there that there was no room.
Sometimes I talk to someone after I don't know, months, and I'll be talking and then something crazy happened to me or my family or something, and I'll bring it up completely randomly in conversation, and then they're like, that's a big deal, are you going to talk about expand on that? I'm like, oh, I thought I said, didn't I? And they're like, that's a huge deal, talk about it more. It's really easy to do.
Yeah. Also, you might notice when Jack arrives that he's wearing his Colonel insignia rather than Brigadier General, and the combat boots instead of regulation dress shoes, but it's probably just Jack being Jack.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, just being comfortable rather than...
Oh my god, yeah,
proper.
The birds are on his epaulets.
I like that very quietly as it's zooming out, it catches the it's all true
It's
and
all
then
true.
nothing else.
Yes. Yeah, I think that was needed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the rest is left up to us.
The subtitles didn't even pick it up because it was so quiet. Yeah.
Exactly.
I remember when I was watching this with my dad, I think it was my second time ever watching because I didn't love it the first time.
I just got chills.
And my dad was like, if you listen to the end, he says it's all true. And I went, oh yeah, well that's nice. That's nice that we know that he was telling her the truth. So
That's right.
Not even a manipulated version of it, or somewhat, but yeah.
So
That's
total fan service, but just overly awesome.
You can have one of those every now and then.
Yeah.
And there's another one called 200 that's coming up that I've heard is
so good.
Quite satisfying.
So good.
That's Citizen Joe. Thanks for watching Wormhole Extremists.
Oh, I'm Yvie.
Well, I'm
Hey,
Yvie.
it's not all bad.
Wait, Yvie, do you need to take your camera off first and then put it back on and then it will switch us around?
Yeah. Yvie, can you
because Yvie came back faster than me. Usually I'd be Yvie.
Resume?
Yeah, usually
So that I don't have to do it this time?
Yeah, that's why we that's
on camera.
What do I do?
Ta-da!
There you go. Ta-da. Usually I come back before you. So that's why it's not usually an issue because I always come back first. But
You
Yvie
do that on
starts.
purpose, Nicole, to keep that from happening?
I've been trying to, yeah.
There you go. Well, you succeed 98%
I just thought I
of
was
the time.
being organized. I didn't realize I was ruining the aesthetic.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, you were. It's no big deal. Yeah.
What'd you think,
girl, you
Nicole?
first.
Oh, birthday girl. Oh, crap. Okay, so yeah, it's a good episode. I used to not like
Yes.
it because of the fact that it just felt so jarring seeing like not SG-1 doing stuff. I was like, what the hell is this? Why am I seeing some random Barbara in Indiana? I didn't like it the first time I watched, or maybe the first few,
Really?
but it wasn't until I watched it again with my dad and he started pointing out things that I went, actually, that there's a lot of layers to this. And then I think he was the one
That's
who
right.
I think said it was Homer, the actor, 'cause I didn't realize. And I loved The Simpsons separate from Stargate, just by like pure coincidence. I love both.
Oh, so you had to be
And
told the connection. Okay.
yeah, because I was a dumb kid. What do I know?
Well,
And yeah, I hadn't put it. No, I put a lot of things together in life because I'm not stupid. But when I was a kid, it took me a lot longer because I wasn't good at connecting actors across projects yet.
okay.
Because I hadn't
sure.
I hadn't experienced enough TV and film to really have that.
Mm.
Yeah, so honestly, like watching with my dad made it better. And Evie's added some nice little tasty bits today. I think back when I was a kid, I would have given this like a 2. I think more recently, as an adult, I would give this more like a 4. But I think today, with some of the tastiness from Evie and just a nice deep
Aw.
dive with friends on my birthday, I think I'm gonna give this a 5. I really like it.
Oh, I love that. Yay. I
was good.
think for me, I saw this episode for the first time as an adult, and I knew who Dan was because I'd watched a little bit of The Simpsons growing up, and I think I even watched more after I'd graduated high school because my parents had like this weird rule about consuming too much,
Oh, yeah.
like commercial TV. So I didn't watch a lot of The Simpsons growing up, and I kind of like did a bit of a deep dive. So yeah, I did appreciate his inclusion in this episode a lot because I knew where he was coming from.
So are you saying you later
And
went and watched The Simpsons
yes, yeah, I
extensively?
watched probably the odd, yeah. I probably watched the odd episode when I was growing up, but not really a lot because my
Okay.
parents had that weird rule.
I watched it
So
religiously
I watched
alongside
it
Stargate.
more. I watched it more when I was probably about 17, 18. I did more of a
That's-
deep dive into The Simpsons
So yeah.
and just really loved this episode. I just think this episode's fantastic. I love how meta it is. I love just it's a clip show without being a clip show. It's so much so that it barely even recognize that it's a clip show. I think they weave it in so perfectly, and just all the like the
Referential?
self-recognition that the writers have done. They've referenced episodes that they know haven't been received well. Just yeah, I just really appreciate this
Poking
episode.
fun.
It's almost perfect for me. I think I'm gonna go with a 6. A 5 feels too
Wow.
low.
Wow.
I don't know,
I
maybe
thought
a
a 5 might be too high. Look at you.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm torn between a 5 and a 6.
Too bad we can't do
Yeah, I'm not
halvesies.
sure.
Yeah,
I know,
Evie, go with your
I
6.
know.
Own your 6. Do it.
All right, I'll stick
Swing
with
it in
my
the
6.
wind.
I'll stick with my
Yeah.
6.
That's
I'm
it.
feeling generous.
Just don't
Watch
stick
David
with
be
your
like, this is a
shifts.
4. Yeah, just.
Are you kidding me? This is a 2. No, it's a 5 for me.
It's
I
fun.
have always had a reverence on some level for this show and what it was trying to say and do.
Mm.
And I think had we not had 200, it would I may have actually labeled it a 6, or maybe even a 7, because of what it's trying to achieve with this episode, which is to be Joe Spencer is a Stargate fan, and it is a Valentine to Stargate fans. And if you have to save on the budget in order to make the episodes like Reckoning and Threads happen next, this is a great way to go. And I really appreciate the effort. It was expertly cast. What a coup
Yes.
to get Dan Castellaneta, and everything really, really works. So
Yeah.
Do you think if you had watched this first on DVD and you were in, is it Australia and the UK where it was actually positioned after Threads, if you would have appreciated it as much?
Yeah, wow.
I
I
would have
think
been
it's
like,
perfect where it is.
yeah, I would have been like,
It's
let's
supposed to
get
be
back
there.
to it, please.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a tee up, just like Inauguration was, kind of a tee up for Lost City. They're very deliberate about inserting elements that relate to what's about to come next. Not so much as Inauguration did, but it's definitely there for this one. So it's a good stuff.
Yeah, it was a super weird experience putting Citizen Joe there, especially when I realized later when I looked at IMDb that the actual order.
That's
because
right.
I was like, the joke didn't land for me the second week in a row. I was like, well, that was like weeks ago.
Yeah,
What are you
Right,
talking about?
exactly.
Didn't land for me until I think last week because I don't usually watch Full Alert.
Oh, there you go.
Fair.
I haven't done a rewatch
yeah.
in years. So,
Yeah, well, now here we are. So we've been doing
Fair
this
point.
4 years, as in for years, not 4 years.
I mean, on my own. Yeah.
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 I've actually never watched Stargate from beginning till end, ever, and I've never like, I've tried on my own. I've made it to like season 3, and then been like, oh, I just want to go to the ones I like. So doing it like
Yes,
this
'cause
is
you're a
super
mood
important for
watcher.
me. I'm a
Yes.
mood watcher. I actually
Yeah.
will jump between episodes where I'm like, I'll watch Tin Man. Well, now I'm going to go watch Double Jeopardy. And then I'll be like, well, now I want to go back and watch, like this kind of vibe. It gives me Thor's Hammer vibes and then Thor's Chariot. And so vibing.
Mhm.
I'll do that with
Vibe.
Trek. I just watched Elementary Dear Data from TNG season 2, and then I turned around and watched Ship in a Bottle from season 6, and it's
Yeah.
a specific arc from a Sherlock Holmes point of view. So
It's how I read as well. It's very messy.
Oh.
yeah,
I like that.
Whatever
Yeah.
works for you.
whatever works. Alrighty.
All right.
So can you please share?
I've got some more happy birthdays, so thank you for everyone. We've got Anthony. I think this one is a 5 for me. Red Devils. We've got it's going to be a 4 for me. Great little episode with some top references. Yes. Jed Ted 6 chevrons. Creative way to do a clip show. Yeah, and it's like on the stellar cast. They do great work.
Very well cast.
Sarah Beamy 3 or 4. Please solidify your choice, or we're gonna have to pick one for you.
What is
no,
our
a 3 or
rule?
a
Do we
4
round?
is,
Do we round up if they don't? If they don't declare?
I
Usually
think we
round
do
up, don't
because
we?
a 3 to a 4, a 3 or a 4 is a 3.5, which we rounded up
Yeah.
to a 4.
Would
So that's
be a
like my
4.
mentality.
That's
Yeah.
a good mentality.
Thank you. Log Watcher, this is a 7. Hard to believe a clip show / bottle episode on Stargate could earn this score, but it does.
I can see that.
Joe and Jack's reactions, interaction, just great work. Or just work great. I'm assuming you're trying to say. Classic Stargate is back. A lot going on here. Yep. Dan Ben 6 out of 7. Candy Mitch 7. Raj Luther said that this is a 6 out of 7 chevrons. Brilliant clip show episode. After training, they could have seriously had Joe sit in the control chair if they couldn't get Jack to do it again. And then Gecko Fett said a 7 out of 7. And let's see what other people say. Yeah, I think that this episode is so. I forget that it's a clip show. That's how good it is,
Yeah.
And Stargate actually does
Very
clip
little
shows
clip.
really well. Yeah, I think the only clip show I didn't enjoy very much was Out of Mind from the season 2 finale. I think that's the only one where I was like,
They've only gotten
"Nah."
better.
Yeah,
They only get
yeah.
better, really, don't they?
Politics was good
True.
because of Kinsey, but
Yes.
but like all the subsequent recaps peak after season
Yes.
2
True.
peak.
I agree.
Yeah.
This one just felt so natural. It was just so naturally woven into the story.
And also
Even though
Stargate,
it was an
is-
odd concept.
yeah, this show's crushing it, guys. Like I keep saying, season 7 and elements of season 8 are some of my favorites, and I think that because they're towards the end of the show and they like supposedly, as far as they know, and they've got Atlantis there as well, kind of doing its own thing. I feel like they've got to have a chance to mess around a bit and really play, and
Yes.
they've had to have budgetary constraints, make some banging episodes. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I think
chuffed.
it's just it's almost like a life lesson, like it's okay to poke fun at yourself.
Yeah.
It's healthy.
Oh, they're
And it helps you grow. And
Yeah.
I just love that the writing team haven't taken or
they
don't take
never
themselves
took themselves
too
too
seriously.
seriously. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a,
and I
it's a
think
mantra.
that's why the show was so successful for so long. And that's
Yeah.
probably one of the reasons why it's about to be revisited, because
That's it. In new ways.
the writing.
And Sarah Beamy just came in with a 3.5 sweating emoji, while everyone else seems to rate this more highly. So 4. That's right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Look,
You fell to the pressure.
look. Well, I don't appreciate that. I mean, stand on
Stand on your own
yeah,
ground.
don't worry about what anyone else
But they
says.
did say 3.5 first, and then went, yeah, I'll give it a 4.
true.
So in terms of
they're
3.5 as
just
the Chevron
rounding up.
rating, we do
Yeah.
round it up anyway. Yeah.
There we go.
I could just say before I sleep is one of the greatest episodes of Stargate Atlantis.
Yes.
I will die on that
It's
hill.
a good
It's
week.
so good.
We went from last week that was 2 average episodes to a week
This
with
is
2 great
why-
episodes.
This is why I wanted to do today because I was like, it's my birthday. I want to enjoy peak Stargate on my birthday. I deserve that.
Yes.
So-
Also, it's
yeah.
Weir's birthday in the episode.
Oh my god, it is! I just realized that. That's mental. Oh my goodness, look at that.
I have
so good.
a prop from this episode, which I just took downstairs. It has been up here in my office closet forever. So I'm gonna dip
did
out.
you bring it? Okay,
No,
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
grab it.
I'm gonna go grab it at some point during our program. Until Sunday came along, this was my favorite episode of Atlantis.
Yeah, I
It's a
think it's still
great
one of my. It's my
episode.
top ones for
Yeah.
sure.
Second up there for me. So yeah.
And Raj just wanted me to say something as well because I missed the last bit. He said that he would love for Joe to return in the new series at some point in some way. I'd love him to be like the backup Gene guy, but they don't really need him to be because they've fixed that now. But still, would be nice.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky though. I was just thinking like he wouldn't really be able to return back to normal life, would he? With everything that he knows.
Maybe he's a nice consultant somehow. Maybe some consultant, or is the base barber? He's the barber on the base.
That would be cool. The base probably doesn't need a barber, but
No,
let's make
but
that happen.
they should get one. They should get one.
Yeah. Did they? So once, I guess they took the stone back from him, so he wouldn't be receiving anymore.
Maybe, but then he's still got like 8 years of previous information, so
that's it. Oh, I'm sure they scared him with. I'm sure they scared him nice and well.
Scared him nice
It's
with
not
an
his
NDA.
fault. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. Let's
do
David,
this.
do you wanna dive us in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dive us
Reset
in
that
and
timer.
do
Here.
it.
Yeah. Before I sleep,
what am I
everyone.
doing?
You're pulling up before
Ooh.
I sleep, like I am.
1 second. I don't know what I've done.
No, Evie's about to try and fix the error.
Fix it.
Error of her ways. Fix it.
Oh my god, what have I done?
Well, did anyone actually notice when I left for 1 minute during that episode earlier?
Not until you texted.
I noticed that you were a bit quiet.
Yeah.
But
I'm about to text you guys as
realize
well, so keep the phones handy.
I didn't
Cool.
realize that you'd actually left. Yeah, I'm good now. Sorry.
Yeah, my IBS emergency was a minute and a half of me going like, I've got to get back to this. I don't want to miss this episode, and I got back at the end of the intro.
TMI.
So I wanted to share that my struggle is real, and that's the first time I've ever had any interruption. After we said last week,
noticed that as well. Yeah.
Last week, David was like, "You haven't had it happen yet," and then this week, it's like, "Oh, here we go." So
Happy birthday,
sorry about that.
indeed.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was that gay cake.
It was the
Yeah.
gay cake and the oysters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite a
They're not
combo.
like the black and white cookie. Not getting along. Look to the cookie, Nicole. Look to the cookie.
It's another Seinfeld reference.
Oh man, it's a good one.
I love it. I'm gonna go watch it just for that.
Jerry's eating the black and white cookie across from a black man in the bakery, and he goes,
And they're like, "What's
the
up?"
black guy goes. It's so
Brilliant.
good. All right. Sorry, everybody who doesn't watch Seinfeld. Before I sleep, in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Yvie
Hello.
and Nicole.
Hello.
And this is one of my favorite episodes in
Same.
all of Atlantis canon. Before I sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's wait, I just want to say it's my birthday and Dr. Weir's birthday, so yay!
It
It is. And this episode actually originally aired on December 6th, 2004, which happened to be Tori Higginson's 35th birthday. So this is kind of
Wow.
real world serendipity.
Interesting.
And this pot does return at the end of the episode in a much more somber.
Very much
Oh,
so.
it's great.
Yeah.
So good.
I think, doesn't she keep it on her desk for the rest of the show too?
She might do, yeah.
I think it's
I
part
do think
of her.
I thought it stuck around, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it has, like extra special meaning now, so.
Yeah, it's got herself or some remnants of herself in it after she tried to pour it all out. I'm sure there's a couple specks of her.
I'm not married to it. Rodney's he's finally chucking in some jokes. Compared to last week's episode, this is like night and day Rodney. That's the thing. That was the only real slip up with this first season, as far as I'm concerned, was last week's Rodney.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, look at those lanterns. So gorgeous.
Yeah.
We never
I
sold
hope he
those.
Oh, really? They just
We
disappeared?
didn't have them. Mhm.
Disassembled?
I suppose so. There were some things that they just couldn't. Yeah.
Speaking of reused and recycling, is this particular chamber, was that modeled off the one in Lost City, or is it the one from Lost City?
I'd assume it is with a paint job, right?
Yeah.
The structure is definitely land. No, it's not.
Oh
It's
no, it's
quiet.
different.
the,
It's
I mean
different,
the
yeah.
the
Yeah.
receptacle that she's being held in is the same, but
Mm.
yeah, it's definitely the Atlantis base.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So Tori does play Old Weir, and
okay,
apparently she endured a 4-hour prosthetic makeup process starting at about 2 a.m. each day. And I think in his Dial a Gate interview, Gilded Jackson, who plays Janice, said that Tori had to go through this not just for the ancient flashback scenes, but also for the present day scenes
that's
featuring
correct.
both Weirs. But there was also a lady called Holly Digard or Holly Alyssa,
Who is an
and I
actress?
think, yep, she
Yes,
is,
not
I
just a
guess, the body
stand-in.
double.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
and she
So
does get credited on IMDb for the role of Old Weir.
so this
So,
was a confusion for the longest time where people were fighting over Facebook for ages. If you look at our photo here of the one that we've picked, that is
yes,
Holly standing in the
that's what I
stasis chamber.
thought. Because
But
there's a transition in the filming here where it goes from Old Weir in the status chamber to Old Weir in the bed, and you can see a difference in her face.
that's it. That's correct.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
when Old Weir is talking, it's Tori, and when she's
Yes.
in the foreground, when it's over the shoulder, that
Mm.
shoulder is Holly's shoulder.
Yeah.
And so I
Right.
had when I sat down with I was about to say Elizabeth. When I sat down with Tori in 2018, we made very sure to get that clear, and it was one of those wrinkles that I was very happy to iron out.
Mm.
Dan Ben said something that I actually kind of agree with to a degree. My only thing is he said, I don't like that they introduced the fact that the city only protected itself because they went back and had it programmed in. I prefer
Yeah.
it to be a subroutine that was already there. Yeah, I found
I
that was
like that.
quite charming.
Yeah, I like that they've gone back. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
like
The
it.
if they,
it stands to
you know,
reason that
this is
the
better.
ancients don't plan well. I mean, look at what happens with Destiny.
Yeah,
So
this is true.
Well, that's
it
it.
all lines up that, they have these plans and then they just leave their technology everywhere for other people to
Yes.
stub their toes
Yes.
on.
Yes.
I always also get a weird little, like, not a kick out of this, but I always have like a
Mm.
panicked, sad giggle in my head about this, where she talks about looking her own mortality in the face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, you ain't even gonna make it there, like that makes me sad. That's what I think. I think about the fact she's gonna become a replicator. She's never gonna age properly again,
It's
potentially.
this transition
so.
here where you can see a difference in the face.
Oh, for
Don't you
sure.
think?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
It's
there it is,
close,
yeah.
but it is definitely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I was going to mention as well that Holly Digard, the body double, she actually she did originally appear in another episode. She was President Hayes's aide in Inauguration
Okay.
and Lost City Part 1.
There we go.
Hmm.
We sold that prop. That was one of the ones that I really wanted to hang on to. But it was like, nope, we've got to sell this. I forgot how much it sold for.
This episode also received a Gemini nomination for Best Achievement in Makeup.
Yep, Todd
recognizing the
Masters.
work-
Oh, it's very good. Yeah.
Yeah, Todd Masters
Masters
and
effects.
Leah and Iman? Iman?
Freezer. Brilliant.
I'm sorry, Yvie. Yeah. Nobody's home.
So the body double is actually 10 years older than Tori when they filmed. So I think that says a lot about the makeup work as well.
Mm-hmm. So Tori said to me, when I first looked in the mirror, I saw my grandmother. I saw the Higginson Morgan face, she said.
Yeah.
This is one of the rare times where we have a window. It's
Yeah.
like they couldn't, in season 1, they always wanted to put in windows and they couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And they had to in this
Mm.
situation because she needed to see that they were above water.
Matthew Hammond
That
also
makes
brought us
perfect
something that
sense.
I also love about this episode is they said, I'm so happy that we got to see Robert Patrick again. Which, yes, I love that they
Technically
Yes,
speaking, yeah.
we did. Yeah,
they brought him back in. Not actually brought him back in, but
Briefly.
they bring back the
Yes.
clips from the first episode.
They do,
And I think maybe
yeah.
they bring back a snippet that wasn't included in the first episode, but included here. So
yeah, I think you hear his voice, or what's supposed to be his
Yeah.
voice. Yeah.
I like that this is how they're sitting at this very professional setting. Like this is the SGC. This would be really frowned upon. Like just imagine Walter sitting in a gate room with his legs up, just staring at the monitor. Tut tut.
He would never. He
Exactly.
would never.
Exactly.
I believe the title of this episode, Before I Sleep, actually comes from a Robert Frost poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. And I think the final line of that poem actually describes a long journey that must be completed before rest can come. So it was sort of perfect. And there's also another Stargate episode, The Road Not Taken, which is also referencing Frost. So it's kind of cool. Also, in terms of firsts, there's quite a lot of firsts in this episode. So this was Carl Binder's first script for the Stargate franchise. And I believe that Brad Wright brought him in specifically for Atlantis because Carl wouldn't have the baggage of 200 plus episodes of SG-1 continuity to worry about.
100%.
And I think it was also Andy Makita's first Atlantis episode to direct. So Andy later called it really special for that reason.
It's a phenomenal time,
It is. In a Gate World interview, Carl actually admitted that his original pitch for this episode was quite different, and the collaborative breaking process transformed it into like a flashback heavy structure, which we're about to see.
Gasp.
I think she did kind of spend a lot of time when they found the stasis chamber kind of staring at the so-called ancient woman. I reckon there was like a little bit of recognition there.
Yeah.
Like she recognized a little bit of similarity.
Some familiarity there, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you know when you just get vibes off someone that they're like good people
exactly.
or familiar. Yeah.
So in a couple of seconds, Shepard is about to make his first of 2 Back to the Future references.
Yep.
Look at those arms.
Yeah. Get them out.
I praised Carl Binder up and down for years about the twist about it didn't work the first time Atlantis fell.
Yeah.
And,
yes.
and then I interviewed Carl on Dial the Gate, and he was like, "Yeah, that was Joe's idea." I was like, "Okay."
Still, that's a good.
Still,
it's a
first
great,
writing credit and coming
suggestion.
in and kicking so much butt with this script. Like, you know, what a guy.
The butt has been kicked for sure.
But just imagine the first time that they went through, they all died.
They all died. Yeah.
The SGC never heard from them again.
I actually wanted to know if, I assume this is probably more of a David question. Do you know when this story was put forward in the season? Like, was that power surge deliberately seeded in Rising with this episode in mind, or did Carl watch the pilot and spot an opportunity to build a story around it?
That's correct.
That is cool. That is so clever.
Yeah, they did not have this planned out at that point.
Because this is like the second half of the season, so
correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So what they would do would be that they would have 2 writers' retreats a year. They would break the first half of the season and like have an idea for the second half, but none of the stories would be drilled down further like that.
Right.
I'm wondering if that earlier take where they started off with old Weir on the right and then panned toward her on the left. I wondered if that was a split screen. I doubt it, but it may have been.
No.
So, because there are a couple in here.
So McKay's explanation that old Weir created a separate reality when she travels back in time conveniently sidesteps the whole entropic cascade failure problem with point of view.
Yeah.
So I guess it's
but she didn't cross over into another dimension.
Yeah. Well, also that Carl Binder was specifically brought into Atlantis because he had limited exposure to previous Stargate stories. So maybe the writing team took that as an opportunity to like sidestep that kind of canon. And maybe, I don't know, maybe Carl wasn't aware of it. But yeah, I mean, it still works.
Apply, though, because this is that same Weir.
Yeah,
this is not an alternate Weir. This is the same one with different experiences.
Yeah, but even like sorry. So I've always found it really confusing. So when Kowalski comes over, the reason that it doesn't happen is because the original Kowalski is dead. But like but shouldn't by that logic the entropic cascade failure still happen to him anyway because from an alternate reality?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
There was a dimensional shift involved. There wasn't a dimensional shift involved in this. It was a time shift.
Yeah. So To be fair, I've never actually thought of that before. You bringing it up has made me think about it. But yeah.
And to be fair, it's all BS anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm just hanging something on it.
I found the entropic cascade failure thingy really stupid.
I know.
I didn't like it
Silly.
at all.
And they had to deal with it for the rest of the time that they ever had.
Yeah.
So I love that they've repurposed footage from Rising with like a few tiny differences. You know, the systems aren't coming online, consoles stay dark. It's kind of economical filmmaking, but the thing is, like, it's also quietly rewriting the show's mythology. I think it's really cleverly done.
Yeah. It's less magical here because the first time they arrive, it's so magical that everything's turning on and you're like, wow, the city. And this time it's like,
cool
whoa,
because
whoa.
like we're technically watching an alternate timeline this whole time. Like we're only finding out now 15 episodes in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love her cataracts. I mean, that's an odd sentence. I love her cataracts.
It's a really cool detail to give
It's
her.
a good
Extraordinary
detail.
makeup job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting here because Beckett, he's kind of caught in a bit of an ethical bind because his job is to protect his patient from harm, and giving her a stimulant is something that could kill her because she's so frail. And Elizabeth overrules him because she says that she knows old Weir can handle it because she is Weir.
Yeah.
Except she's
It's
not
her.
really. Like, they share DNA, but they're living completely different lives. And
But
can
what
you
I-
give medical consent on behalf of an alternate version of yourself?
Yeah, you
What
would
I
know
will
what you would
say-
want.
It's like a
Yeah.
bit of an ethical wrinkle.
Uh-huh.
The thing
Yeah.
is, this other Weir though hasn't really lived much past what this Weir has, because if you think that she
This
only went
one's
back
lived
for a little
longer.
bit before they,
Yeah.
technically, the other one was in stasis for most of it. She was
Yeah,
with the
she just
ancients for,
came
what, a
to
few
switch
days?
some batteries around and
And
then go
switch some
back to
batteries.
sleep. Right.
Yeah,
That's good. That's a good point. They've had the same life experiences.
yeah,
Right.
literally
but
like exactly
old
the
Weir
same
was
up
just
until this
repeating
point.
a chore repetitively over 10,000 years.
I like to imagine she's like blowing dust on off the cartridge, like Nintendo. Be like, you know,
Using the sleeve.
Just
of
try not
her
to slobber on it.
yeah, a little bit, yeah,
Maybe that's why it's so dirty.
yeah, yeah. Her outfit is a bit crummy. Why is it so crummy? She's been frozen all this time. Should it be that crummy
It's
looking?
freezer burn.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, right,
It's probably
yeah.
freezer burn.
Or it's
Those-
Atlantean equivalent.
Those fibers couldn't handle the
That's
freezer.
well, that's the thing. It really is 10,000 years old. So, just glad it just doesn't start falling off of her while the episode goes along.
Yeah,
You would have thought they'd want to change her out of her
That, yeah.
clothing, but maybe it was too hard.
I was gonna say maybe she's too fragile to get
manipulate her
undressed.
body to change her.
They
Yeah.
had to have cut it out of her. But at least they got her a blanket.
Cut her out of it. Yeah. Yeah.
She's
He's like,
nice
cut
and
it out of her.
toasty.
It's like, cut the clothes out of her body.
Cut it off of her. Yeah.
Yeah. I love the way she looked around a moment ago as well. That she's so content that what she did worked. You know, it's lovely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, she was working on it for a pretty long time. So
Well, she has two goals. One of them is to make it to this point in time, and then the next thing she needs to achieve is to explain her story.
mhm.
Yeah.
It's actually really sad that Sumner can't really catch a break. He dies in both versions.
He
of
sure
Rising.
does.
And it's kind of, there's something sort of darkly fitting about his fate being sealed no matter the timeline.
Yeah. No matter
also
what,
really
the
like-
universe is like, no matter what, you're dying, Sumner. Suck it.
Yeah. I also really like how they've inserted Zelenka in, because he doesn't appear until 38 minutes.
This is true. Yeah.
But they've put him
Yeah.
into this episode as if he was in Rising.
Damn
It's a very
right.
small detail, but it kind of like,
Because he was technically there.
It's sort of
He just-
necessary.
we just didn't see
Correct.
him.
So, do you think that Atlantia is just really shallow, or was Atlantis
Right?
on a shelf?
it looks really
Because
it
on a
looks really
shelf,
Only
I
shallow.
think,
hundreds of
because it
feet
always looks
down?
shallow. Yeah. Yeah.
Our average ocean is what, 6 miles deep?
Exactly.
7?
I've always just assumed that they were like when the jumper landed on that little bit that he thought was like the bottom of the sea, but it wasn't. It was actually like a little lip. That's what I always thought they had.
2.3
Yeah.
miles is the average
Yeah.
depth of the ocean.
Wow.
So that is nothing.
Well, it definitely works to their advantage that they weren't that deep, because it doesn't take them as long to rise to the surface.
Mhm.
Yeah. When they rise as well, I hope that like the city compensated actually for like the G forces and stuff. Like, because they're coming up fast, and also the pressure when you're that far down. If you come up too fast, that'll kill you.
Well, they wouldn't get they wouldn't get the bends because
the
the
bends,
city
yeah.
the city is pressurized.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, is that how what it would happen?
So
Okay.
your ears would pop.
Yeah, because surely when the city's shields collapsed, their ears would have like everything would have the pressure should have kind of started
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah,
I don't know. That
they
was
would
my
have
thought.
imploded probably. Well,
Yeah.
if they're only just a few hundred feet down, it wouldn't have been.
Yeah, maybe that's
So-
why. See, look, we figured it out, guys. We figured out the way the science works by they're not that deep.
That's absolutely right. They thought about that in the pilot episode to make the city only a few hundred feet down, so that in the
Yes.
15th episode of season 1, when they go back and they decide to do this episode
all just
later,
comes
that they
together
wouldn't
for
really
Carl.
implode
Yeah.
like you would expect them to.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
Nicole,
see,
you
boom.
solved it.
But I've solved it. I've got it.
There we go.
Go team.
That's awfully forward thinking of them. Backward by 10,000 years. Look at that seam right in the middle of that jumper. I'm sorry, but it's just right there. Like, guys,
Oh
come
my
on.
goodness. Ew.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know. Exactly.
Ew.
They had to do
Yeah.
that in
Ew.
order to get it on the truck.
They die. Awful.
Oh, is that what you were doing? Oh, okay.
Oh, well, Ford and his team die because none
Everyone
of them have
dies.
the ancient gene.
Yeah.
Mm. Poor guys.
They can't operate the jumper.
Zelenka's on his way over.
And you know what? If Shepard hadn't come here and had the gene, Weir would have died too. Like they this would never have
Yes.
happened. So thank God
Yeah.
for Shepard having the gene.
It is a bit of a just in the nick of time.
Yeah.
We trapped ourselves
was
in a
Nick's
jumper
good
with a time
TV.
device.
But it's a really cool nick of time because the thing that makes us so good is the fact that we thought everything was fine in the first place and that there was a nick of time thing the first time, which is that the city rose by itself. So
Mhm.
having
Yes.
them do this is such. I really look at Rising differently. I also want it noted this is one of the last ever episodes of Atlantis I ever saw
Mhm.
because I didn't have all the DVDs for season 1. So I watched
Oh,
this after I'd already finished
wow.
the show and I was so shocked when I
gift.
saw Rising.
Ah.
I know.
Zelenka!
When I went back and looked at Rising, I was
So-
so. Oh, yeah.
So this obviously ties back to It's Good to Be King and
right.
Yeah.
the time traveler or the time jumper, I guess you could call it, does return in Mobius Part 2. And it's never stated on the screen, but it's sort of implied that Janus built
He rebuilt
that
it.
one after
Yeah.
returning to Earth, despite
right.
the council watching like his every move and not want him to do that.
Well, he had
And
the
the
perfect
payoff is-
excuse. Because
Yeah,
look
well,
at Weir.
Exactly. And the payoff is the ZPM that SG-1 retrieves from Rye using that ship ultimately allows Stargate Command to contact the Atlantis expedition in season 2, I believe.
I still think that that's a strong effect.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
And
Okay.
Rodney, in his darkest moment, he gives his life for his team.
Because
He
deep
does.
down, Rodney is actually a fantastic person. He just isn't great at showing it on the
Just
regular.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this like heroic Rodney really quite matches with early McKay, but
I know.
I don't know.
But when
it-
the chips are down,
That's
he's
what I
going
mean,
to do
yeah.
it. Yeah, he'll complain
Yeah.
about it every inch until then. But when the time comes, I think you can count him. I think. You
Also,
can count
he
him.
knew
Well,
in that
there's
moment
no choice.
that
That's
he,
it.
like, it's either he dies there or he goes up
Yeah.
there and dies trying to help them and trying to save himself.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, wow.
Is
you
it? I mean, I can understand why it. If he hadn't had lunch, then probably the case would have been that he would have been that way. But I'm sure he's been fed. So before he came to Atlantis,
Yeah,
this is such a great twist.
Yeah.
it really is.
Yeah.
Mm.
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 They are us right now. Just enthralled.
Good sci-fi, man.
Mm.
Just awful.
It's
The-
so funny because, like, sorry, go.
The frustrating thing about this is they time jump into space, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because in Mobius, they go into the outer atmosphere, they time jump, and they're still in orbit
Yeah.
around Earth. So they've
Yeah.
they've tracked with Earth, through history. The clouds
Yeah,
change
my
correctly.
only big gripe, is that you're right. Yep.
It probably just depends on what buttons he's pressed. Or what he's thinking.
Brilliant.
Get me out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same issue with the time travel contrivance where in 1969 they
Yeah.
remain inside of the missile silo even though the gate moves and they have to work their way back to it.
We have to figure
Whereas
the show
every
to
other
be silly.
time the gate is always with them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was just gonna say earlier as well with this show, it's so funny how so many episodes can be like good. But we love the show so much when it's on average good and then occasionally it's great. And the payoff of the great makes the show so phenomenal.
Yes.
And this is an example.
You had to leave it right there, lady? Come on!
Yeah, quit napping. We don't got time for your
Stop
nonsense.
napping. You've had 10,000 years to sleep. Wake up.
Yeah, wakey.
Eggs and bakey.
I can imagine them wafting like a
some
breakfast
bacon and
in front of her, just being
Yeah.
like, "Wake up, food."
I love all the Earth medical supplies right there. It's like, Carson, this is the Atlantis hospital. And he's like, oh, yeah, we have a whole shelf of things back there, but we have no idea how the hell to work them.
Yeah. Jed Ted said Titanic vibes. Yeah, there's definitely a vibe. Definitely a vibe.
Yep, I get that too.
And we just talked about Titanic last week.
Last week we
look at
did.
that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Damn.
Gloria Stewart.
Flux capacitor.
There are so many
Fluxing.
little connections across everything. There's so many weird little coincidences in the world. It's nuts.
I think they destroyed it. Didn't the Lantians destroy his other one?
Yes, and before he
Yeah.
remade the new one, I believe. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, Janus.
So it wouldn't be found again in the future? Yeah.
Yeah.
He built a fresh one because he
No,
Yeah.
this one.
brings all
This
of his...
this one that's here. The Lantians destroy it before they return
Oh,
to Earth.
right. Yes.
Yeah. Those are called Wraith. There we go.
Reuse shot, I believe.
Reuse
and
shots.
reuse
Yeah,
shot.
just inverted. Uh-huh.
Yep. Save that money.
Did I do that? Yes, you did. You ended up back
The way he
in
goes,
the water.
"You mean now?" He sounded so
No.
dumb when he said that. It's like, you idiot.
Oh, here we go. I remember watching this for the first time and being so friggin' frustrated. Okay, we're with
I know.
actual Lantians, actual
I
ancients,
know,
and they are so
right?
friggin' obstinate.
I know.
Yes, they are.
We have
Yeah.
questions.
Two
For
episodes
instance,
straight of
What's
this
the
crap.
puddle jumper actually called? What do you call it? We call it a shuttle. What do you call it? Like something. Give us something.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Because he asks, Janus asks Elizabeth what they call the ZPM, but he doesn't say what they call it in
Yeah.
Oh, Elizabeth asks him
their
what they call it?
language. Yeah,
She does?
Janus does. No, Janus asks
Her what
Elizabeth.
she
Yeah.
calls it. Yeah.
Yes, what she calls it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he didn't want to share.
It's
What
a
a turd.
Lantian power cell.
So I believe that the name Janus actually comes from the Roman god associated with doorways, beginnings, endings,
Yep.
and time.
Yep.
It's funny because he's
given
going to
the
have some
mythology-
funky doorways in season 6.
That's it.
Yeah, that name actually works kind of in the... Yeah, it kind of works for it. It's pretty awesome.
So
And
it's
in, I
Amelia
think,
again.
Woo! Important
Yeah,
to bring her back.
Amelia.
Amelia
is
McClure
actually
played
also
Amelia.
played by Amelia.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
And yeah, she's obviously the same woman from the holographic message in Rising.
And
Yes,
then that-
just not in her robes, her council
And-
robes.
Isn't that Merlin?
Yes, it
Morris.
is.
It is
So
Merlin.
this
It's Morris.
is that
Yeah.
will be a retcon that fits perfectly in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's cool because his rigid stance on time travel here lands differently, knowing where his character ends up.
It's
Exactly.
so
He's
funny.
not just bureaucratic. He's
I
like generally worried about unintended
Yeah.
consequences.
So I remember seeing. So I obviously saw this episode last after I saw season 9 and 10 of SG-1. So when I went back and saw this, I went, "That's Merlin," but he's so moody.
Yeah.
Like how
Moody Moros becomes non-moody Merlin.
mid in Merlin.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's,
It's so strange, but I mean,
So
things
the-
happen.
The actor Matthew Walker also previously appeared in Touchstone.
That's right. Did you bring the touchstone?
Yes.
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 Do they have the touchstone?
So good. The way that he sets it back to normal though, and it just looks like
it's like, why didn't I think of that?
Done.
Just line them all up.
Yeah.
So I think in a sci-fi wire interview, Gilbert Jackson described his approach to Janice as a sort of nutty professor, someone fun and a bit mischievous. And I think the choice really does really pay off, because his defiance of the council could have come across as being reckless and arrogant, but he sort of feels really warm and endearing, and you want to root for him. I really love his character.
He said
He's
to me
adorable.
in my interview, like, Janice is much more bouncy than he is. I think that's a good observation.
Bouncy.
You know,
I've just sorry, go.
The more I watched this scene and the frustration with them, the more it dawned on me that they've spent 100 years. Melia for sure has spent her entire life at war with the Wraith.
Yeah.
And
It's true.
It would make you weird.
Yeah.
Do you think that Merlin here, Morris, was actually used to be a really fun guy, and then some stuff happens, he became very dark and very Tolan in his attitude, and then eventually he circled back around to a bit more lighthearted and a bit more open with the technology and stuff?
I wouldn't characterize any ancients as fun.
No, but I feel like he used to maybe be a lot like Janice, right?
Yeah.
And then he eventually circled back around, because when he becomes like Merlin, I feel like that guy was capable of having a good time,
This guy
That's the vibe I
is a bureaucratic administrator.
Right now he is, but I like to think that he actually farted around in the fun.
He probably
That's
lost
my
his
head
wife
canon.
to the Wraith.
That's what I mean. Something
he's
happened.
carrying some baggage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's super cool. I would have liked to see more of his journey as a character with that retcon. Also, random thing, but is it Melia? Is that what we said her name is?
Melia.
Melia.
She has her ears pierced, and I just thought to myself, hey, she's got earrings in. When did that come about in human society? So apparently about 4,000 to 5,000 years ago, we believe that ear piercings started, and is often associated with Otzi the Iceman, who lived about 4,000 years ago and had
Otzi.
pierced ears. And I think that's super cool, because I'm like, hey, in the canon of Stargate, do you think that she was a trendsetter of the ancients for piercings? And that carried through history?
Has independently invented agriculture at least 7 times, probably more. So it makes sense that pierced ears would be independently invented across several different societies.
Well, in my head canon, like to think that she...
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Hey, there's a nub of skin. Let's put something in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Let's bejewel that.
There's something missing there.
That's it.
There's something missing.
Yeah. It's like any excavation worker looks in the middle of a forest and says, we could put a road here.
We could go through here instead of over there. Over there looks bad.
Yeah, we don't have to fly over it.
Yeah. Oh, flying, that's a good idea. Look at those birds. We should do that. Raj Luther said, so true, David. Which thing in particular? And then said, it could be possible, Nicole. Is this about Mirden? Is it the Mirden conversation?
I don't know. Please clarify, Raj. Thank you.
Yes.
She is lovely. We really should have had more of her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, here we go. Sell it, Weir.
Yeah.
It's like this is
she's
what we wanted. We came here to meet
you. Yeah.
You can tell she wants to.
Yes. Like her mouth is saying no, but her eyes are saying yes.
This is what ancients do. They seed life and then they move on. And they have an opportunity here to witness their young come to them and ask them, why did you make us?
Yeah.
And you would want to tell them that answer, but you would also recognize that that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. I think for a civilization that built the Stargates and expanded across 2 galaxies, they've become remarkably narrow-minded and defeatist.
They've
gone this far without they haven't gone this far without taking massive risks. And somewhere along the line, they've encountered the Wraith, and it just feels like they've kind of given up.
They made the Wraith. They've been dealing with them for 100 years, and now they are defeated. So we are
What?
seeing them at their darkest hour when they've decided that they've given
Yeah.
up and are returning to Earth. They've failed.
Mm.
What I will say about this as well is that the annoying thing with the ancients is that they're not just like deliberately obtuse because the writers wanted them to be deliberately obtuse with this, but it's simply because they can't give us all the information and all the answers, especially this early on,
It's
because
not written
if
yet.
not, yeah, but also if not, there wouldn't be like as much show to enjoy
Mhm.
because yeah, if you had the ancients clarifying everything for us, then there's less to discover because they just give you
Yeah.
most of the info.
It
So
would be
unfortunately, you know,
That's true.
it would be as fulfilling as the architect just downloading the data to Neo in one scene. It would sink like a rock into the bottom of the sea. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that was unsatisfying.
Yeah, exactly. So them having to discover it for themselves is what's needed. But it kind of sucks because every time we meet the ancients, they're all kind of stupid, arrogant, or just not helpful. And it just makes them look quite daft. The most helpful is like the one I enjoy the most, obviously Oma.
Yes.
And Janice. But yeah, unfortunately I feel like they've written themselves into a corner where they have to constantly do that. So I actually don't like
Yeah.
seeing the ancients very much because I'm like, you're not going to do anything for the plot because we
That's the
can't find too much out.
We've just met
So
them
go
too
away.
late in their timeline.
That's it.
Maybe we need to have met them earlier when they were full of, exploration and ideas.
Piss and vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it would leave it to the
exactly.
scientists to behave that way. That would make that would make sense. So I do love this scene. You don't even
Yeah.
have to see the ship struggling to reach them. You can just
Yeah,
hear them.
yeah.
And
The
be like,
screaming
"Oh,
over the
wow."
comm is
Uh-huh.
just
It's
And
blood
see-
curdling.
seeing
without
seeing
being...
the ancients being so weak as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've lost. So the Tria is also on its way back, and it doesn't make it in time.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's it. I'm wondering
So
if,
I
if
think-
Oma is among this group.
Yeah, that's true.
I doubt it.
I would love
So-
for her to have appeared.
Uh-huh.
Someone on Joe Malozzi's blog noted that scene kind of helps establish the ancients as not just legends, but as people who suffered catastrophic
Mhm.
losses.
Mm.
And for a civilization that built the Stargates, what am I looking at here?
Exactly.
Yeah, that built the Stargates. I think I mentioned this before. They kind of became defeatist.
I love that
and I think it's
scene.
sort of a strange contrast to what we learnt in Sanctuary, because
Yeah.
Chea's punishment showed us how powerful and unrelenting the Ascended Ancients could be, like condemning one of their own to eternal isolation, and that suggested like a more formidable, unforgiving race. But this is like the opposite. It's the unascended Atlanteans abandon everything they built, and giving up. They've stopped
Well-
fighting, and I think to me it seems like the show is like deliberately keeping us confused as we're as confused as the Atlantis team. We're learning about the ancients in fragments, and those fragments don't necessarily fit together neatly.
You have to remember, in terms of the Milky Way ascended beings, only a handful of those ascended beings are ancients.
That's what I was going to
Because
ask.
Daniel
Yeah.
says, "You mean these are ancients, or the
Couple of
others
them,
are ancients?"
says.
And she says a couple of
Yeah.
them. That's right. So it's a
Couple
huge
of
scope.
them.
Who knows what the Pegasus Galaxy makeup is?
So I want
of
to
those
circle
ascended
back
beings.
around to this point that you just made, but also, David, I think you're talking about the shot earlier of her sitting in the bed, and the camera shows we're sitting in the bed having a conversation.
Yeah.
And that, I agree, beautiful shot. But yeah,
I
in
also
terms
wanted
of
to
the-
mention how adorable it was that everyone was sleeping there with her while she
Yes.
slept and not going
Yes,
away.
the
I
tears
love that
bond.
scene.
It's like
It's bonding.
it's sort of quietly powerful
That's right.
without being like overly sentimental.
That's it.
Yeah, and I wonder with the ancient beings in this galaxy that have ascended, if there are any ascended beings here, like I'm sure there is a handful we know, but like how many, who are they, blah, blah.
Mhm.
I wonder how much they know of the Milky Way, or is what they're learning about the Milky Way what they're getting from us watching over like the team on Atlantis. I'm curious what the relationship is, because we don't really interact with the ascended beings in this universe, inside this galaxy, but we do in the other. So I would like to know more about them.
Well, the local group, consists of a handful of galaxies, and Andromeda, Segway 1. We've got Milky Way and Pegasus, but apparently the Ori galaxy is a ways off, so they may have like a proximity awareness of one another.
That's
So,
what I'm wondering. Yeah.
Oh.
he is bouncy.
we have so much to say about this episode. I'm like,
It's a
I've
great
got too many
show.
words. And then Raj did bring up what he said earlier, which is agreeing with us with yes, it's amazing our culture separated from one another create similar things. And also, yes, the so true comment is about moody Moros to friendly Merlin. The other comment is about if young Moros was more similar to when he was Merlin, more friendly, etc. Yeah, it would be really fun if we got to like see him go from like happy and very Janice like to moody and then eventually bounce back.
Well, we see Merlin for a little bit in Quest 2, and he's definitely perkier.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's got a bit more fun in him. Like
he does.
He was. Yeah. So
he's been he's surrounded himself with
fun humans,
noblemen who who were able. Be frank, there's the briefcase. If they existed, they would have known how to party. So
exactly, round table parties must be crazy.
He would have partaken in that merriment to some degree, I suspect.
Exactly. That's why I think that. Also, my brain is going straight to Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail, but with this Merlin just there vibing.
And there's the nod right there for so effect preceded cause. She's saying, "I'm sure you'll find a way," and we know that he goes and rebuilds it.
I haven't said this the whole time, but these two, their chemistry is so.
It popped.
It's very good. I agree.
Right off the screen.
They should have made out. No, they shouldn't have. But, no, I don't mean that. But like down the line,
I like the little kiss on the cheek.
Yes,
if there was some way for the show to utilize their chemistry romantically, that would have been really fun. However, that's not happening.
We wrote it in Stargate Oblivion. Diana Botsford and I wrote a six book treatment that showed that relationship growing.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I want it.
Can the only man she truly connects with.
Can I have it, please?
I agree.
It's just an outline.
I think like they have way more. I wrote in my notes here. They have way more chemistry than Shepard and Shia in the previous episode.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
They have half the screen time.
It's the way he looks at her. It's the way he looks at her. With not only is it like she's this charming woman that just came through, but she like confirmed all his hopes and dreams for his scientific endeavors. She is a representation of his life's work.
That's correct.
It's so
and
beautiful.
The future of Lantian society. Can we just take a brief nod to Joel Goldsmith here? Oh God.
Yeah, there's almost nothing.
It was so quiet and it faded out beautifully.
He's he's plucking a harp string. That's all he's doing.
That's nuts.
Because it's isolated. It's like the music swelled with loads of people and loads of sound, and then as every person disappeared, the music went down to one note, which is her. She is that one harp string.
Joel Goldsmith. Yeah. God, I miss him. He was brilliant. And then the Stargate just stands alone.
Yeah. So, I closed that window.
Gildert mentioned in his DTG interview that he'd hoped to return for another Janice story, but obviously that never happened.
I know.
And I think the character turned up in the comics, but he obviously never got to play him again.
He needs to come back.
He was going. I knew that they would bring him back in some way, and Martin Garrow did with the return with First Contact and the Lost Tribe.
Yeah, properly next time.
Exactly.
Also, question. So Weir doesn't have the ancient gene, yet she's operating the Atlantis systems. So
we've talked about it before, haven't we? They just need to get
program things to respond.
Right. Yeah, they can deactivate them, but they can't turn them back on.
Wait, Yvie, are you saying that Janice deliberately made it so that the controls would work for humans without the gene, so that the Atlantis expedition would make it?
That's what I was suggesting.
Yvie, I like that.
They were detecting a presence from the inbound Stargate, which was only programmed to receive a call from Earth. So he set this all up for us so that we would be okay.
Honestly, I really just I think in the new Stargate show, I've said a bunch of stuff that I want in it.
Stargate Janice?
But I think I definitely need Janice some way. I'm sure they could bring him back in some way.
Him come back. Yeah. I mean, Gildert's only aged in the right direction, so it only makes sense.
I know. I think that he is a beautiful actor, like is in not just physically, but like he's got such a generous vibe. Like the way that he portrays this character is so beautiful. You know,
so
beautiful soul.
Someone on Joe Malozzi's blog sort of was talking about Weir's sacrifice and how it resonates.
Correct.
So they noted that it operates on a completely different level than usual, like heroic deaths. She didn't give her life in a blaze of glory. She gave it minute by frozen minute
Patience.
with like lonely interludes wandering around a nearly dead city. And it's like a form of courage that doesn't often get celebrated, but you know, maybe it should.
She had no choice, you know,
yeah.
that when you're trapped in that situation, you have one purpose, and the purpose is to get home, to just ride the wave of time.
Yeah. Dan Ben said he was Gideon in season 6 of Charmed, the actor who plays Janice, and I remember he's actually just gotten hotter. So it's you know, thank God, because I did not like the vibe that he had in that show.
His wife is Melora Houghton from The Office.
Oh, of course!
Amazing!
Oh, wow, I love that. I really appreciate the circular storytelling with the
bookending it like this.
It is, Also, does that mean that Atlantis has a crematorium?
Oh, I mean they would, right? Because I mean people die and people lived here.
Yeah, because it kind of
wing.
makes the city feel more lived in.
Yeah,
you know, like it's like a small world building detail.
Or they just went out and had a Viking funeral.
Like,
always two there are, a master and an apprentice.
That's very good.
Wherever the Jedi burning space scene was. Anyway.
And Tanker, you said I think the piece of paper would have degraded that loads after 1,000 years, or it's more, more than that.
So,
but also frozen, so it's fine.
So Andy Makita, I think, later singled out this episode as one of his favorites, you know, partly because it was his first Atlantis episode and also because of what happens behind the scenes. I think Joe Flanagan received news during the shoot that his father had passed away, but he insisted on carrying on. So
like Bill
said that knowing that makes the finished episode's emotional weight even more remarkable.
Great show. Before I sleep.
So
welcome back.
Unplug that. So I will go first because birthday girl, Yvie said it earlier. She's like, birthday girl, you go first. It's like, all right, here I am. Why is my camera flickering? My thing's unplugged. Stop camera, calm down. This is a 7. This is just a 7. It's just as close to perfect as possible. What I will say is that SG-1, right, has so many certified bangers. I feel like Atlantis has like close to bangers, but they just fall short, you know, or they have like good ideas, just fall short. And I do think that it didn't have as much time to cook, and there was a lot of messy behind the scenes stuff. So literally, like as we were saying the previous weeks, the actors not being utilized enough often causes weaknesses in episodes because they're kind of just there. You know, this episode, there wasn't much space for Rachel or Ford, Rainbow to be here, so they kind of just like put them aside to let us focus on the main story. And a lot of the time when I'm watching the show, I'm often I have it in the back of my head where I'm like, well, what's Ronan doing, what's Ford doing, what's Taylor doing, like seriously, and it kind of annoys me. This episode was so damn enchanting that we saw them, they had their moments in there very briefly, and I wasn't even thinking about them. I was so gone with this episode. It's Janice, it's incredible. You know, so many episodes of Atlantis feel weak to me simply because I feel like some of the actors are just thrown in because, you know, they're part of the main team. And this episode didn't have that.
The balance of the 4 in SG-1. Yeah.
So good.
Each of them occupying an emotional quadrant and a specific niche among the team is never as successful in Atlantis ever. Taylor and Ronan, or Taylor and Ford, are always underutilized. Period. And so that is my continuing issue with it.
Yeah, same. And so that's why for me so much of Atlantis just falls short of like a 7 a lot of the time for even banger episodes, because I can feel that I don't know, that problem so much throughout the show, which is why SG-1 will always be my favorite. But this certified banger 7, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, and with all due respect to the other characters, but you know, McKay, Weir, and Shepard, like they really drive the show home, especially this episode. The chemistry was chemistrying, and it's just
beautiful. The scene with them camping out with her, sleeping, you know, because they know that she's not going to last all that long, so they're all with her.
And the scene where Weir walks. where Weir walks in and they both got their legs up on the console and they're trying to pick what room they want. And if there are any other frozen people, it's like it's so fun and cute. And I'm really frustrated that Ford and Taylor and Ronan were not more part of those conversations.
Yeah.
So
we
there
also
go.
didn't talk about Rodney and Shepard arguing over who died more heroically.
Yeah, it's so funny that they're so good, and they could have done that with other people somewhere somehow. So yeah, anyway, bottom line is I just had to go on that tangent because I do not think you're going to get many 7s out of me for Atlantis. Like, honestly, I think this is like a 7 and then there's not much more coming out. So
really encourage the viewers to tune in for the rest of our shows.
Well, they're going to be so rare. You should check in and see which ones they're going to be. So,
you really know how to butter them up.
Look at you spin that, you PR wizard.
I try. Someone else, 7 for me. Someone else.
Yvie, go ahead.
I love this episode. I think it's a fantastic bit of TV. I love I guess you could call it backwards engineering of the storyline. I think it's so clever and it feels natural. Like it's like a piece of clothing that's been torn, but it's been perfectly mended that you can't even tell. It just, I think it's a brilliant piece of TV.
Or like old
and
leather.
I think, Andy Makita did a fantastic job.
Old leather like her neck.
I think Carl did an amazing job. Anyway, it's a fantastic episode. I can't really fault it, so I'm going to give it a 7 as well.
Yay!
Yeah, I can't fault it. I can't think of anything that I would have done better. And I love Janice. I think he's amazing. His chemistry with Elizabeth was so popping. It really popped from the screen, and it kind of is disappointing that we didn't see more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Better to have loved and lost.
Yeah.
I think that everyone would really agree that the Stargate franchise high point was Lost City. I routinely ask people, what's your favorite episode? And they'll say like Window of Opportunity, but if you ask them, when was this franchise at its peak? They say Lost City and Rising. And I think that Atlantis benefited so much more from the pole vault of successful stories that was Lost City. I think season 1 of Atlantis benefited from Lost City much more than season 8 of SG-1 benefited from Lost City. That is exemplified in this episode.
Yeah.
Because all of the DNA from Lost City carries into Before I Sleep.
Yeah.
So this is a 6 for me. I'm kidding. It's a 6. I'm kidding.
Oh,
it's a 7.
I was going to say, David, I was like, what do you mean a 6?
Because you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Janice is in my top 3 or 4 of guest stars. You should have seen the look on Gildert's face when I told him that. He was like, but why? I'm like,
because your performance is that good, bro. Your performance is that good.
Understand. You are
adorable.
You're.
Is that what you were getting? Is that what you're pulling out? You sick son of a.
To the mythology.
I am so mad at you right now.
Well,
he has
sit on it and rotate.
You know what? His character reminds me of like a Doc Brown from Back to the Future. Another Back to the Future reference. He's just doing his own thing. Doesn't have a lot of friends. He's going against the trend. That is so awesome. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. So is that the prop or is it a replica?
No, this is the original. So
awesome. Do they come out? No.
Yeah. So.
Yes, they do.
Wow, the detail in there. It's got a little circuit and everything. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Did you come across this when you were selling props and you had to buy it?
There were a couple of pieces in the I think this may be the only one. Like Kenny Gibbs and so many of the other prop folks said, I feel like I'm about to play a violin. One is none. And what that means is if you don't have a backup and something happens to the one that you have, you're hosed And there are only a handful of props in the Stargate lexicon that have no backup. And as far as I'm
Oh.
aware, this is one of the few where that's the case.
Yes.
I have said repeatedly that, and this says Janice, by the way.
Oh, I was going to ask what the writing said inside of the.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, okay.
The character has always resonated with me, and I have said repeatedly over the years that if there was a one of something, that I wasn't going to keep it for myself. Ernest Littlefield's calendar pages out there, we separated them out into two so that I could have a set. We sold the first set in the first live auction, and then we determined that price was the price that I was going to pay for the second set, because I wanted a couple of the pages, but I didn't take the majority of them. I took three. There was like 5 or 6 more. But this one was mine because it's in my top 3 or 4 favorite characters, period.
100%.
So
yeah.
So as you can imagine, next logical question would be, well, how do you determine? So we had to estimate based on what similar items went for, the prominence of the character and a few other things, and I'm pretty sure we got it really close to right. MGM got their money's worth when I paid for this Tootsie, believe me. But it's one of my favorite pieces because he is a huge key. So you want to know what it says on the inside?
I do.
Yeah,
I do want to know.
So you guys come to Wormhole Extremists. Look at all the behind the scenes things that David shares on here. That's not on.
It's not gate addresses, unfortunately.
Okay.
So, okay.
I love that you have it written down.
Yes.
Like hell, I wouldn't. All right. So this says, "Be this the accumulated knowledge of Janus, all men by nature desire to know."
I love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. It's like almost like if he like lost it or something happened to him, someone will be able to pick it up and be like, okay, let's take this info.
That's it.
That's really great.
So it's
Sorry, I
just a
sneezed
series
off screen.
It's all right.
Yep.
Yes, we forgive you. But there's a series of C or D batteries beneath this.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
I've had to replace them more than once, unlike a lot of the other.
You just keep
but-
turning it on and then looking at it
I'm
and be
just
like,
glad that
"Oh."
you've been able to reuse it. Like, it has the ability to be reused and
They
rebooted with
designed
different
these
batteries.
things- Yeah. There's something.
Is
else
it
in
leather?
there. Mhm.
Is it a leather case?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a leather I think that there's something else. I'm trying to remember. I've got a couple of other things with it.
David's mum just jumped in the chat. Say happy birthday, honey. Sorry, I just jumped on. Love you, babe. Love you, girls. Love you.
Oh, we
You're the
love
best.
you too.
Love you, Mom. So, there.
Oh, is that a piece of the clothing?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. That's
That's so
love
cool.
And then
Oh,
You've got hers too.
love it.
Oh.
It's a banger episode.
It
It's a
is.
banger episode.
And so one of the other things that I have, I don't have a lot of the Stargate Atlantis cards, but I think it's great that these are a part of that. So,
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's all the rabbits that can come out of this hat. There's all kinds of pockets on it, so you never know. But yeah, so
Hidden some stuff in there in the past.
that's it.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
so
just like a
jealous.
sandwich and a packet
A
of
turkey
crisps.
sandwich.
Yeah.
I find it really funny as well. I'm going to reflect on this because I always circle back to this at some point.
Reflect.
Because,
Reflect.
That's coming up soon. Like
Well, they've got more,
like a few months.
So, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think that it's very interesting when see, that's so cool.
It's just the detail is amazing.
Where we agree and disagree, and I feel like it's so funny because, like, David, you say this one really, really resonates with you, and Janice's character means so much to you. Because I've always felt the same way. Janice is like one of my top ones. We just haven't gotten to him, so I haven't spoken about him yet. But like,
that's it. This is
I
one
completely
appearance.
agree.
That's it. It's the only time we see him. But his presence is felt like throughout the franchise. Like, if you found out that he built Reese, you wouldn't be surprised.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
He
yeah.
continued to tinker in Stargate Oblivion. The pitch that we submitted to Pandemonium, which they rejected because it wasn't enough team. He built Reese. So because we wanted the definitive line between the Pegasus replicator Scourge and what eventually became the grandchildren, or great-grandchildren, if you think about it, from the block form to the human replicator form from our galaxy. So it all
What I will
attaches.
say is that a lot of my favorite fiction that I read on the side of television or just add-ons to books, I really love exploring other characters because I'm like, I've already been there, done that with people. What about this like side dude that I liked for that 5 minutes? You know, it's always fun to do that. So I'm quite gutted that they were like, not enough team. What do you mean not enough team? We have entire episodes where we don't have any team. You know, like you know, that's how I feel.
But even Star Wars have done that.
Yeah. Can I just say, Rogue One, certified
Rogue One,
banger of a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best Disney Star Wars product that there is.
Andor, more Rogue One, and almost no one that we actually know is in there. Oh my, it's so good. So yeah. I'm now going to read the ratings because I'm sure people would like us to do that. So
go ahead, birthday girl.
Thank you. Gecko Fett, 6 out of 7. Anthony, this is a solid episode. It's a 6 for me. Log Watcher, it's a 7. 2 7s in one day. This is one of my favorites. One of the best car listens as well. Weir's car listen, really? Okay. For this, Weir's performance and look, we're just top notch. An amazing, complete story told in 45 minutes. Yes, it's phenomenal. Red Devil said I give it a 5. Very nice episode. Jed Ted, a 7. Raj Ruther said it's a 7, another brilliant episode. I always wanted to know what is the average lifespan of an ancient. Imagine if Old Weir ascended. I know, that's the dream. She tried in season 5, whatever.
If they don't get sick, they would have lasted a while. I mean, biblically, we last, 900 years? So they would have been around for a while.
Yeah. Anthony, I'm changing my rating to a 7. It's my top 4 or 5, so it warrants it. I respect that. We've got Sarah Beamy. It's a good episode, some great performance. A 6 for me. Raj said it would have been great for Janice to return. Yep. And then everyone's really like, we've got damn, that looks amazing. Wow to the briefcase. And we've got a I'm not envious. Nope, not at all from Sarah as well. So Jed, Ted, Gecko Fett, and Sarah Beamy are salty about that. Candy Mitch said a 5. This is an episode that I sometimes skip. I'm not a fan of time travel.
Okay.
I understand. Okay. It's fine. Okay, moving on.
Couple of deep
to
breaths.
each their own.
Yeah.
More for us.
Can't believe it. And then okay. So we've got Sarah Beamy saying, what's happening here? Something's happening here. Anthony said, David has a huge collection. Check out episode 272 and 273 of Dial the Gate. It's incredible.
Oh God.
And then Sarah went, ooh, will do.
273 is where this one.
Sarah then went, not for secret heist planning purposes or anything. David, I think Sarah's about to rob you. Heighten your security.
I wouldn't.
Get your cameras.
I am well armed and well trained. I wouldn't recommend it.
Don't mess with David.
So, yeah.
But maybe
to kill.
You know what though? I will say actually, what I will say is that she'd be an intruder in your home, so
that's the thing.
Yeah. If someone comes in the middle of the night to steal your, so its bottom line is, Sarah, maybe you and I can use our combined insider knowledge of David to maybe try and find a way to get around this problem of David being home and taking his stuff.
Yeah, do like an Ocean's 11, 12, 13 like level
David.
Break-in.
There are redundancies in place. Let me just say
interesting.
That.
So,
and then
traps.
Like Home Alone, just David.
Yeah, I've got Macaulay Culkin.
he's there, ready to go.
You guys give up, or are you thirsty for more?
And then Dan Ben said, I like it 5 out of 7 because that rating got lost at the bottom. And Sarah went, oh, happy Oyster Day, Nicole. I did send a bunch of photos in the chat to David and Evie. I don't know if they looked at them, but I ate a lot of oysters.
Yes.
I ate a lot of oysters, so they were delicious.
Should I pull them up for everybody?
If you want. I just want it noted that my IBS earlier was not because of oysters. It was simply because I've had a bad tummy all week. And the oysters just happened to be there, wet and conflated. So yeah. Let's look at the oysters and then we'll go. So that's my last oysters of the day. I had 12 by myself. And that was deep fried oysters that I had in a nice tempura batter with some aioli and a lemon. It was very delicious.
How many
that
pictures
was
did
on-
you send?
Only like 4, and that was a shack on the side of the water where I shared some with the family, and then there's one more, I believe,
Okay.
of the whole table. There we go. And we had
Oh,
some
how
cooked
lovely.
ones, and then we had some raw ones, and so they were
Wow.
all very delicious.
Very
But
nice. Did you
I had an
just
oyster
have
day.
oysters, or did you have like something different for dessert?
I just ate oysters. That's all I ate all day.
Okay.
And then
Well, you have
and then,
the cookies
Oh
at
my
home.
god.
Yes, I do have the cookies, and they're next to me.
my
And yeah, my stepmom
God.
Katie
I
made
love
me
you.
these Stargate
I
cookies.
love you so
They're
much.
very, very yummy.
I love you so much.
I got in the car and I started screaming.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they can hear you
Dude,
screaming right
it's
now.
Very thoughtful.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just yelling, I love you to my stepmom. Because I'm so excited.
If you wanna win Nicole over, just make her Stargate shaped cookies,
Yeah.
and she will love you forever.
Yeah.
All
And then
right.
yeah. Oh, then look what you went. Thief found in David Reed's house tripped over a ZPM prop, like as the headline. There we go. Cool. Well, what a day,
we
guys.
have a couple
letter
of
day.
weeks off, I believe.
Yes, I'm going to
Because
Mexico.
David is busy having some much needed leisure time.
Yes, but don't forget about those redundancies. So
Mm.
everyone mind your P's and Q's while I'm gone. So, yeah.
Gekafet said those oysters were in Whitstable, right? Yes, they were. There were a couple places that were closed because it's January, but I got a good thing. So
Oh.
when are we back for
This the beginning of season
month.
6. So, yeah,
Okay.
the 7th of February.
cool? I'm
we
busy the following
launch-
weekend.
So the 14th and 15th, yes.
Yeah.
So perfect. That's why I'm doing it, because we would have been gone for like a month and a half. So that would have been really too much time. So Joe Flanagan is launching Dial the Gate season 6, 13 days from today, I believe. And
Oh,
that's
you got Joe back.
Joe Flanagan. So
Yay.
he is the special guest. And he is going to be joining us live February the 7th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Bob Picardo,
Okay.
who is currently starring as the
Bobby!
Doctor in Star Trek Starfleet
I
Academy.
saw that. That's so much fun.
I'm
Oh.
emailing him tomorrow per a previous arrangement with him to schedule an interview. So that's going to probably I'm hoping we can get this on opening weekend. So I put him here. I'm not going to read through these, but this is the slate for
It's a
season
line.
6.
That is a thick lineup.
So
That is a
Dion
lot of stuff.
Johnstone, Chaka,
Woo!
Tyler, Woden, he's agreed to come back. Paul Weber, casting director. He cast
Ooh.
SG-1 Atlantis and Universe.
Did I just see
So-
Dion Johnstone?
We just
Yes, you just said-
we
you
just
just said
Oh,
it. He just said
sorry.
yes.
You
No, it's
you
okay.
so the audio cut out for a second,
I
so I didn't
apologize.
hear it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it's my internet connection. I apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. It's
Yeah.
fine. Yep.
Atlantis Props exhibit, Julian Guillard. He's a French fan. He has a beautiful setup. He was recently in Germany, and we got footage of his event there.
Cool.
Unboxing a Stargate Command logo replica. Do I want to share that now? I don't want to share that yet.
Nah, hold
No.
on to it,
Downstairs.
David. Hold
We've
on
already
to
we've
it.
already seen some very special.
I already
props.
Yeah,
shared.
save it.
I already shared it in the short on Dial the Gate. So go to our shorts tab and check.
Yes.
that out.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
There
So
we go.
It's already out. But Tom
Yeah.
Macbeth, Jacqueline Samuda, Garwin Sanford,
That's awesome.
Simone Bailey, Mike Dopude, Sharon Taylor, Gary Jones, Ellie Harvey, and Paul McGillian, and Richard Hugh Dolan, Bridget McGuire, and Douglas McLean. They all did roundtables. So that's 3 actor roundtables that we did in Vancouver
Yes,
and 1
that's
production
cool.
roundtable. And they
Oh.
were bangers. So
I'm excited.
Looking forward to seeing it.
oh,
It's
and
going to be
P90 firearm
fantastic.
training.
Wow.
So
Yeah, hopefully we won't get taken down
yes
or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was what Rob Fournier was amazing. So he spent like 3 hours with us. We got a lot
I
of
love
stuff
that.
to share. So
Yeah.
awesome,
God,
guys!
what an exciting schedule you
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Jam packed.
Packed full of jam. I
A
love
pack full of jam. I love jam.
That's it.
Yeah.
Awesome. We really appreciate you tuning in with us. So we're going to be taking 2 weeks off, and then we are going to be back for the Brotherhood and Reckoning Part 1, not in that order, on February the 8th. And I'll move this to the 22nd here. We're Reckoning Part 2 and Letters from Pegasus. So
Yes.
we appreciate y'all. Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much,
the birthday
guys.
wishes and the support. We
Yes.
Happy
appreciate
birthday once
everyone.
again, Nicole.
Thank you, guys. Well, people said it again in the chat, so I'm saying thank you again because everyone keeps saying it again.
Aww.
Well,
Yes, happy
yeah.
birthday again. Happy Oyster Day.
Jesus Christ, yes, thank you. Yes.
No. Yeah, it's like you're preempting it, like the puddle jumper, and it's good to be king, and then we're revealing it here. So it's the same kind of thing. Thanks so much for tuning into Wormhole Extremists. Bye, everybody.
Bye.